So we were just talking off air about about a friend of ours, a mutual friend, or well, someone who came to your studios.
Yeah.
So for the people that are just fucking tuning in, Mighty Skinzmann, Titanium Audio, Incognito Grinders.
Jeez.
It's in the fucking building.
Hey, thank you very much, man. You guys, I'm very honoured and privileged to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's nice to
Real
have you,
shit, man.
definitely.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of gutted the conversation we just had wasn't recorded.
I know,
it was
I
like,
know.
This guy Zach we were just talking about is he's a fine specimen of a human being.
Yeah, very interesting guy, man. Very interesting guy. He's got some techers.
Yeah. So he was at your studio. So with Titanium Sound, Titanium Audio.
Titanium Audio, yeah. Basically.
So when did that start? How did you?
Well, I formed Titanium Audio, the label, in 2008, 2009 with Traumatic and Devon as a label to release our own stuff. Really, that was like the main sole intention. And we put up a few bits, and then I just sort of carried it on with myself because a few other labels got involved, and like everyone moved their own ways and whatever, and I moved down south, so I did it myself. And then
So where are you from originally? Sorry?
right, so I'll take you from the top. Right,
Yeah, let's go from the top.
I live in Exeter now. My studio's in Exeter now. I was born in Exeter, right? I'd never lived in Exeter until about 2 years ago, because I'm very nomadic and my family and whatever, and get about in it, you know, like travel around and whatever. And I lived all over the southwest. I went to school in Glastonbury. So I know all the Glastonbury boys, ROD.
That's mad.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in depth because that's a mad story. A lot of people don't realise that. Yeah, I'm really like in with those guys. So yeah, born in Exeter, grew up all over the southwest. Went to secondary school in Glastonbury, and then I moved to Birmingham for 6 years, which is where I realised that in Glastonbury and in the local towns that I was living, like I wasn't really going to achieve what I wanted to achieve with my music and where I was going. It was just internet based, and I wanted to be like hands on, you know. I wanted to be in the scene, and at that time I was listening to like Devon and all the Birmingham crew, like old school crew, but this is like 15 years ago now. I was listening to old school Birmingham, and I just said to my friend at the time, I'm going to go there, I'm going to move there. I had some family up there, so I just moved up there, and I've just started emailing people like, yeah, I've moved it now, I'm on job, like I want to just do something. And then like 2 weeks later, me and Devon, who had just come off Lord the Mics and the Skeptic Clash and everything else, was like, yeah, let's do it. And we just went to the studio and got busy and worked together for like several years, working on his early stuff and getting his stuff produced and mixed and vinyl deals, American deals.
That's so mad. So like what? Because I remember we was watching that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we was watching like when fucking the Skeptic Clash and all that shit.
Yeah.
We was watching from then.
Like
Devilman became like almost like the fucking underdog hero.
Yeah.
Like the whole one saying and shit. Like that shit became fucking like viral before viral was a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of had its own like viral wave. Definitely. But like that's mad to think that. Yeah, so like back at that point, like just after that, you were getting.
Well, I was young then. I was still only like 17 or 18, I think. About 17 or 18, and I was just like raggo, innit? I was young. I was a country boy. I just wanted to get involved in the scene, and I thought the best way to do it is to just go there and
immerse yourself, right?
So I found a studio. I found like a crew. I had like my boys around me and whatever like I would have had in the southwest, apart from it was in the Midlands. So I started getting around, and then we found that we'd had a little collective between us, which was like, which we made Dark Elements, which is like, I don't know if you know much about Grime. Yeah, that's like one of the most notorious grime crews in the UK, if not, well, you know, in the Midlands definitely. Yeah. Which was what we created. That was my crew. That was my me, Darks, Devilman, and what at the time was my friend for very, very many years, a little known drum and bass MC from Cardiff called Coco. And I don't know if anybody knows now.
Coco
MC,
yeah.
Which is Mr. Traumatic. And he was my graphic designer for my MC stuff when I was like 15 or 16. What? He lived in Cardiff. So I'd known Traumatic and his family and his sisters or whatever for a long time, you know?
Okay.
And it was me that sort of put Devilman and Traumatic in the studio together the first time.
No way.
And then we did the radios in Birmingham, we did the things, and then I spoke to Chris, because you know Chris Sicker, innit?
So did you make that connection happen? Though?
Yeah. Very, very early days of Sicker, me and Devon was the package that went to Chris.
Devon and Skinzmann.
Yeah, on the first ever. Can you remember on the first flyer? Like,
I remember seeing it. Yeah, but that's the thing, because it's like, for me anyway, like, obviously we was doing circuits and shit, like the festival circuit and stuff, and you'd see people come through and you'd see names, but you'd never necessarily meet them people.
Touch base,
Do you know what I mean? And like,
especially
obviously,
seems because at this time,
when we're all younger as well, you're not also like, everyone's kind of fucking hustling for their space, and like everyone's trying to, and not that it wasn't like fucking people weren't like jamming and talking to each other and stuff, but you'd see people regularly at these things.
That because at that time I wasn't coming from the southwest to Shepton Mallet. I was coming from Birmingham to Shepton Mallet with 6 black guys from Erdington, and I was the only white guy in the whole crew, you know, talking in a country accent. So to me and to other people in the circle and even at the festival, you wouldn't even think I was with them guys. But that's where I've come from. Do you know what I'm saying? So the very start of Devilman and Sicker, and even what has led on from that with Socks and Eyes and Brucey and everybody else, you know, there was a lot of involvement on my behalf of that, you know. That was very under the cover as well. It wasn't openly public.
Incognito Grinders.
Yeah, always.
That's it.
Incognito Grinders, innit? Big up Kesa in the building as well. That's my fucking brother, innit? You don't know for life.
Steeziest.
Yeah, that's my guy, innit?
Steeziest.
So Incognito Grinders, that's me and Kesa. That's our thing, innit? We're doing art and music, innit? We just got a little deal, sort of patterned up thing with Posca. I don't know if you know about graffiti and pens and stuff, but
you got a deal patterned up with Posca.
We just went to their offices, their digital marketing offices, and Kesa done a piece for them, and we got some pens and stuff. So we're getting involved.
That's fucking sick.
We're on job, man. Come on, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So big
Grinders.
Up Kesa, innit? Yeah. I don't know if anybody, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you're in Bristol and you pay attention, well, not even Bristol, like, you know what I mean. If you're about and you know Graph.
Yeah.
But I'd say definitely like,
So early days.
Steeziest.
Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham was good. Like I said, traumatic early days. He didn't really have any following and fan base or anything, and he was literally just doing CD covers and doing artwork for rappers and DJs used to do.
Does he do graphic design like?
Yeah, he's got a uni masters in graphic design. He's a very, very, very intelligent person. Oh. Very, very, very steezy person. He's like, you know, I don't know if you know anything about him now. He's earning a hell of a lot of money.
I've heard of him.
It's like he kind of.
He's a drum
I thought he was from Wales.
He is.
He's from Cardiff. He's from Cardiff. Yeah.
But he's like, come to
Grime, man. Like, and it's kind of. That's where he drops some more conscious shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was
he's very clever because he sells out 4 shows a week, all over the country, all over the world. He's in Australia or New Zealand or somewhere at the moment doing a tour every weekend. So he does 4 shows a week, every week, all year.
Bossed it.
Every single weekend.
That's a lot.
All year round, and he's done that for 4 years.
That's paper.
Probably
that's
solidly.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, serious though. Like
I
think he's one of the main inspirations because he's solidly on job. Like he just doesn't. You know, the only time he goes is when he takes his mum or his girl away on holiday. You know, and then he's back Worcester this day, fucking rugby, Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? On job, and he releases music which gets. I think he's got something like 67 million streams on his solo Spotify.
Fucking hell.
Like, these numbers are...
Bought a house there.
Yeah, it's stupid money. Like, it's stupid money. I know he's living different now, but like, he's doing it because of hard work. He's achieved a lot of things in his life. He's the true, like, meaning of... If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Yeah. You know, that's like something you live by. Yeah,
if you're willing to work for it.
Yeah, well, like anything is possible.
A lot of people get twisted with the whole like, you can just manifest it. It's like, but you've got to do the work as well. Like some people think that the manifestation will just make it happen. It's like,
and that's not the case.
You doing the work is the self-manifestation of fucking doing it or whatever, innit? Like,
nothing's gonna come to you easy, innit? Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes things fall into your path, but like you're not. It's not like.
But only normally if you're walking the right path, or if you're doing other things that align those.
Involve the right people. Working and social.
It all aligns, isn't it? That's how that happens anyway. That is literally that manifesting, isn't it?
No, I agree.
Like, you see it enough to make you do the work.
Yeah, you create.
And then the work creates the goal. Isn't
yeah,
it?
It's
literally that.
Yeah.
That's it.
But some people do think they can just think of it like, I'm going to get a Porsche and it's going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen.
No, you've got to work for that Porsche.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, back to
Chorms. Chorms, Devilman. So this is like 2009, 2010. We're just doing the radio circuits. We had our own radio show, so Traumatic used to come from Cardiff and we used to link up, I don't know, Big Mikey as well. He's infamous, famous grime DJ. He's from the Midlands. He's like part of Dark Elements and Midlands Mafia, so he's like old school. He's a couple of years older than me. He's old school, proper veteran DJ. He was involved with the crew as well as Packin, who's a grime MC from Japan. He comes over and he does shows with them and they play shows and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's mad. It was like these times, 2010, like a big thing, innit? And we were all working together, working really hard, and we had loads of mixtapes and we were doing CDs and doing releases and stuff all the time. And then I come away from the Midlands because I was moving like a bit of an idiot, like not in myself, in my days, you know, like what I was up to and how I was making money and how I was like I've always been a bit like it, you know, and like especially where I was living and the connections I had inside the music industry was helping me do things worse than should have been. Do you know what I mean? Like it was get to the point where I had to just get out of there. So basically I left my flat and whatever, I had a nice private digs and everything. It was like cushy and I was still only young, but I had to like, so I'd done that, back down to Devon, went incognito proper for a little bit really.
Were you still like, are you still affiliated with Dark Elements?
Yeah, I mean, this is sick. I sort of took over a little bit because not took over, but like where we were so heavily affiliated, and where Chris came into, because you got to remember, like I knew me and Chris have been friends for the best part of my life. This is again, it's like people don't know, you know, like from very very young age we used to go to free parties, like out in the hills, out in the woods, like gypsy parties basically. Like basically all the travellers would meet up and get rigs out and get caravans and they'd stay for a week innit, and then they'd move site, and then so it'd be a party would start at the beginning of the site and then a new site would get moved on. And Chris used to come down from these parties, but not from Bristol, from Stratford. Was it Stratford?
Somewhere like that.
Stratford It's Midlands based, isn't it? Yeah. So I used to be friends with him and talk to him. So I always knew him. He used to send me stickers and I'd buy t-shirts and whatever. Early Sicker Studios days. And we was with Dev and we're in Birmingham. We were talking about we need to expand. We've got music. We're like, people are interested. We've already got numbers. Like we're doing shows, just like festivals. The only person I knew was Chris, innit? Because he had a go-to sort of stage at Aeon, I think, was it? Aeon's?
Yeah, I think that's where loads of people first met.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the
That was the big one. That was the big one, wasn't it? The big one before the first NAS stage. So it was
before the first NAS and before, I think, like, because he started doing Nozstock real early on.
Yeah.
And Nozstock, I think, is where like some of the HF boys met. I think maybe it was like Aeon.
No,
or
I think that's Aeon.
It was Aeon
because all the HF boys and Lee Scott even was like
all the Aeon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I wasn't at Aeon though, so I was nothing to do with Aeon. But the first NAS festival, I think the second NAS festival, me and Dev sort of semi-headlined it with Three Amigos. There was Three Amigos and Devon and Skinzmann.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, that was before our time.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. Like I think I did at one point. I think I did 6 or 7 consecutive NAS.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know it was with Chris's stage, but like at the same time he was doing 6 or 7 festivals on the circuit as well.
Yeah.
That like for that long, you know. And he still does it now. You know, they still do it. Regularly.
Yeah.
Dev's just smashing it all the time, but like we're not really. It's not like we're not working together like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like he will do me a hook and I'll do him a hook and I'll make him a beat and he'll make me a beat, but it's not like. We're not working, not
daily
making albums,
working,
not in the studio together.
Yeah.
That's how I work, innit? Like I hate internet.
Yeah, same man. I
used
fucking
to do
find
that.
it hard to
I had
work
to,
like
because
that.
I was living in Clumpton, I was living in Tiverton, I was living in small village towns in Devon, Somerset. You know, so I had to do internet.
Yeah.
But now I've got a big boy, bad boy studio with a booth and a control room and a rehearsal room and toilets.
Titanium audio, shouts.
all the gang, like that's what it is. So I can do that now. So I feel like, well, let's make a thing, innit?
Yeah.
Let's sit down. Let's smoke a zoot outside the back together. Let's get a bottle of gin. Do you know what I mean? That's like you get involved, innit? Like even today, I had a lad who I'd not seen my friend from a long time. He come in for a session. He picked me up like 9 o'clock. I was at my house. I'm like, go to the studio, get in there. He's like, right, well. I've got this concept, I've got these bars, and I make a tune. Went through some beats, went out for a joint, and come back. I was like, fuck all this shit, mate. write fresh bars and I'll make a beat. 25 minutes, I've got a heater on. It's like, I'm like and he's got his bars, he's recorded it, and it's a heater, you know, that's what it's about. It's not, I don't want no other vibe, I don't want no other YouTube downloaded beat vibe.
Nah.
You're gonna get my organ, you're gonna get my fucking keyboard, you're gonna get my input, you're gonna get, you know, my vibe, innit? And that's why I think me and Datkid's thing worked so well. Because it was just pure, unadulterated Southwest, like two very different worlds, but combining, you know, like fully like, and when you hear it and when you take it in, you'll see what I'm saying, because it's like something that's not really been done before, something that's not. I'm
hyped to hear it, man, because I know that like the way that like Datkid's one of those people that like from fucking day, you know what I mean? You get in the studio and you're like, right, let's write a track. It's like boom, he'll just pen it straight away, and it'll be fire. You know what I mean?
Sit on those beats as
but
well, real nice,
like
it was in the pocket, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he's definitely one of the people like in that situation that's like the perfect combination.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it was kind of like
I'm interested to hear it, man.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll big up Luke as well, because Luke hate money, Lucas. Big up Lucas.
Shout out to Luke, man,
because that's my G as well.
He's a fucking good dude. I want to get him on here at some point.
He's got a lot to say. He's in France at the minute, so big up him. I did chat him on the way up, say what he's saying.
I met him probably for the first time.
At
the market.
Is it?
Yeah, he was down the fruit market, man.
Oh, my G.
He come over and he said hello and that's what numbers, man.
He's a blessed guy, mate. Honestly,
he's a good dude, man.
It was literally like 2 weeks ago. That's when I met him before. I met him before with Matt, like, but not properly.
He's one of those people as well who's like,
he lives right by me.
He's on his shit. You know what I mean? You give him something to work with, and he will will run the whole way. Like
he was very, very heavily involved with Sicker for a long time as well.
Well, that's how I knew him. I knew him as Luke Sicker.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, yes, Luke Sicker, and he was like, not anymore.
Well,
I was like, whatever.
Yeah, but big up Luke. But what I was gonna say is the story of how the album, and well, not even the album, the whole Datkid and Skinzmann thing come about. Really, is Matt was playing a show in Exeter. I think it was Jam Baxter Dyke or something along them lines, and there was a house party afterwards where it was definitely Baxter because Sammy was there. I remember now because I pulled up the tune in and broke the vinyl, and Sammy was very cross at me. But we sorted that out. So big up Sammy as well. So I was playing a show in Torquay. I went out, DJ show, me and my pal, come back to Exeter. Like, what's the motive? Like, just to my normal friends. Oh, what are you saying? I've just come back. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I come back to Exeter. I don't want to go home. I'm wired and whatever. It's like, what's the plan? It's like, oh, Baxter's played in town tonight. We're all at the party at my house. Like, come through.
Yeah.
Datkid's here. Luke's here. Oh, sick. I'll say nothing. Yeah, come on. Boom, boom, boom. Come down. Chilling, vibing, whatever. Everyone's just like having a smoke, listening to music. And then Matt's got the aux, innit? And he's playing his tunes, not his tunes, just tunes he's vibing off, his go-to tunes. Yeah. I'm just like, this is hella steez. This is a bit of me. Like it's like American music and whatever, but it's like what I'd listen to myself, innit? So I was like, okay, shit, like okay. Let me grab that aux. Let me show you some of my beats, innit? Let me just show you some of the couple bits that I've been working on, and then the whole room was jumping around, you know, including Matt and everybody else who was there.
Yeah.
And we was like, right, okay, let's just rap, innit? It's just fucking out, like we're here, innit? Now let's just everyone have a rap and whatever. So everyone started having a rap, and then me and Matt carried on, and Luke's like, oh, I've got a MIDI keyboard in my car, like he does, you know, like get on, Luke. Got a fucking MIDI keyboard in your car. He draws for it, brings it back in. He's got his MacBook set up. He's like got his MIDI keyboard. I'm sat there in the living room. There's like 130,000 people sat around me. You know, it's like a packed. Living room, you know, everybody's like after party, you can't even move and whatever. I'm like, mate, I can't think, I can't do nothing. I said to Matt and I said to Luke, let's go back to mine, let's go back to my flat. By then it's like 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock. Went back to my flat, started making a beat, recorded the first tune and went away, and I didn't hear from him for a little bit, and that was before I had my studio, you know, I was just making beats in my yard. And then after that, Matt come down and he was like, making more music again. Because the thing is, when we're doing it, we're not like make a tune and then like, oh, well done, mate. Like, yeah, pat ourselves on the back. Oh, wank each other off. It's like next one.
Yeah.
Like, and then next one until like we physically like You know,
Yeah.
you can't either fucking stay up or you gotta go. Do you know, like, so we would just do like the album's got 15 tracks on it, finished, been sent off to Bad Habits to get mixed and mastered. That's going, that's done. But there's probably like 60 tunes there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like.
That's the best way to do it though, man, is to fucking just stack, like, that's like same with, like, whenever me and Up Front get in the studio,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and we're
yeah,
just
I can
like,
see that.
we're writing, it's just like, same thing.
That's what I mean. I need this SP
Bam,
project
bam,
down mine,
bam,
man.
bam.
I need to do this. I need
Well,
this.
I've got a car
I need to
now,
get-
and in 8
you're gonna
weeks,
be 1 plus 1. I thought you were gonna say negative stuff. You just said that. Like, oh,
Nah. In 8 weeks, man, I'll be a freelance man.
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
on a salary for
I know.
fucking over a year now,
Yeah.
and it's the first time in my life I've been
Congrats,
had a
mate.
salary. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
congrats,
Which
man.
is cool. It was like I had the baby, which is another thing we need to talk about, babies and that. but-
Yeah.
yeah, and then had to
Celebrate,
just
man.
lock down, like, for this, like, a fucking chunk, and it's had an effect on shit, like being able to sit and just like pen shit out. Sometimes I'm like, it will just come, do you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
whatever. But the other day, like, me and Luke and me Up Front of Bad Habits were in the studio,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I don't know, everything, all the decisions that were about to happen and stuff with everything
Became
else. I was just
irrelevant.
like, I can't even think of this shit.
Oh,
you know what I
really?
mean? Yeah, it was just like, but it's rare. Most of the time, it's the other way around. But
Just got a block.
yeah, well, in 8 weeks, mate. In 8 weeks, I will be a fucking free man again.
Well, you heard it. You heard it first. Live exclusive, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm
Leave a
back
gap
on
for
the
that.
fucking grind.
It's a day to celebrate.
But yeah,
I'll be coming down to grind incognito.
Grinding incognito,
Yeah,
fam, we're doing that.
Grinding.
But on that note though, Sleepless in Pinhoe coming out on Split Profits Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and what's that? Is that the first person on Split Profits release outside of Bristol as a primary artist on an album?
Apart from Life. Like Life
Oh, yeah,
from
Life and Bad Habits.
Life
True.
and Bad Habits did Deep in the Trenches.
True.
And Beppo and Up Front did their thing. He's from Germany.
True.
I mean,
That's
there
bad
were,
research from me. Then I'll do it.
no. It's like, you know what I mean. It's dope that
It's a
that's
very
happening.
it's a
I
very
think-
very Exeter based project.
Yeah.
Like the thing's called.
What do you mean by
Sleepless in
Exeter based?
Pinhoe. It's
Like
like
just because it was like from the vibe of Exeter, like in the studio, or like the
the
flavour of Exeter? Because I don't. What
Like-
is the flavour of Exeter?
There's
What's
the
Exeter's
flavour of
flavour
Exeter
like?
is very dry.
Bland.
It's very
Is it-
tasteless. It's very
bland and tasteless.
it's very
Mayonnaise.
opaque.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, not even mayo, mate. I wouldn't even give it mayo.
Nah.
No. I would call it like butter, you know, or like
Saltless butter.
yeah, not
Saltless
even
butter,
sweet
no,
butter.
that's-
No. Exeter's
It's like red top milk.
Exeter's one of them. Exeter's one of them. It's like anywhere in the world. It's like anywhere in the UK. It's like it's got its own thing. It's got its own steez. It's got a good graph scene. Good. It's starting to grow graph scene. There is a good nightlife there. There's
Yeah.
28,000 people at the university
My mum went to fucking art college. I think that might have been where my mum met my dad.
in Exeter.
It might
That's
be,
even
yeah.
more reason for you to come down then, isn't
I
it?
don't know.
Family settings and
Yeah,
that. It's like,
yeah.
Come on, Exeter.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% on coming down, man. Like it's just been one of those years. There's like, you know what I mean. There's so many fucking things, like especially collaborations this year
Of course.
that I just
I
couldn't
understand.
follow through with,
And I
man.
bet you're still sat on things that you still got to do for people as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to
Yeah.
cancel a couple of things. I had to send money. Like
Yeah.
this band from fuck, where are they from? I want to say Toronto, but it's not Toronto. Minnesota.
Okay.
A band from Minnesota,
Jeez.
and they're like,
What, like banjos and stuff?
nah,
Oh, come on, that would be sick.
that would have been crazy. But
Ding,
nah,
ding, 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 ding,
in it, some
Ding,
fucking
ding, ding.
deliverance.
Yeah, bruv, that's what I'm on, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on, Southwest Killer.
Bruv,
Yeah.
you know what we were talking about? Yeah, we've been talking about it for years. Like me and Paro, and like a few of us been talking about it. But making, you see how there's the West Coast, yeah,
Yeah.
like Southwest Coast.
Right. Okay, high five in the air for this one, yeah, because this
Bang.
is real talk, yeah. I've been saying this from very, very, very early, yeah. Look at the most popular music in the world right now. What is that? In the world right now, like,
Well, hip hop.
Right, hip-hop.
yeah, but it's not hip hop.
derivatives.
It's trap. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's trap.
yeah.
Whether you call it drill or whatever you call it, it
Yeah.
derives from 808 Southern
Yeah.
American music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in its soul form. No, there's no bullshitting around it. That is directly where it's come from. It's come from 3-6 Mafia, Paul Wall,
Yeah.
Mike Jones, Atlanta, Georgia. That's where it's come from. Yeah. Southern
also
America.
also garage and grime. I think
a little bit, but I'm talking about the whole
overall,
world.
Yeah.
Like Drake and everything. Like the main selling music in the world is basically Southern hip hop.
Yeah.
So what
I was saying though was like
UK.
that's kind of influenced the modern as well, as much like not as much, but I'd say like grime, especially like British music, especially grime, has kind of influenced the sound that is
the mainstream now.
but that does come from, like you say, the south.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
it's kind of had that like little twinge as well, because it's almost got a dubsteppy, trip hoppy,
that's it.
like flavour as well, which was almost from. So it's like it's not a fusion, because it's probably more of like what you say, the shit from the south. But
most definitely has took a lot of, even on Drake's album, I suppose it is that hybrid of what you're talking about. You know, he sampled grime things, but he put it with slower 808s and.
But like when I say Southwest Coast, I was thinking like what me and Matt Lloyd made a couple things recently, and like 90s West Coast shit, like Nate Dogg shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like some fucking G-funk shit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean? From what in Bristol style, in Bristol.
Yeah, but like Bristol down south, just southwest. Do you know what I'm saying? Like any of us, but
I need to hear that.
Well, like the beats are kind of like it, but I've kind of. That's for a different time. We'll talk about another time. But I just reckon it'd be an interesting thing that could fucking Southwest Coast, didn't it? Like West Coast, like Nate Doggy shit with like singing and shit on it. Do you know what I'm saying? With that kind of G funk. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
England, But then you're like talking about Minehead and Burnham on Sea, heads from hybrids coming out of the gutter, like in Southwest Coast, mate. But I'll back that, and I'll love them if they do that.
Sick, man.
Because that's what
guys on fucking
hydraulics and shit.
Go to the road.
Yeah, that would be lit, mate.
That would work.
I'll be keen. Like I said, let me know the dates and I'll be there, mate. It sounds good. Definitely Southwest style. That's what more people need to do, and I hate people that are living in the Southwest that don't really do Southwest. You know, they're not. It's like, put that shit in your bio, put that shit on your fucking album, put that shit, you know? Like, it's important, isn't it? Like, Slow Tie is doing his thing, he's massively killing it, and everybody knows he's from Northampton. You know? That's it's a really big important thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really, really important.
I think you're right, man. I think that's something that maybe I lacked on a little bit. I mean, I've always fucking backed Bristol.
Bro, you are one of the kings of Bristol. How can you say that?
No, but say even like I was just kind of thinking when you said like have it in your bio or whatever. Yeah. Like I haven't like I do put in there actually. I was like hashtag Bristol and shit.
Yeah.
But there's always more we can do, you know. To rep the city.
Your home is where the art is, isn't it? You know? And we need to know where your art's coming from. I think it's important because it's if you're judged, because people judge, but if you're judged in a good way or a bad way, it doesn't matter because that's the first impression that you get. People know, innit? You don't want someone to hear my tunes and think this geezer's from Birmingham or this geezer's from somewhere else. You know, I want them to know this is an Exeter sound or a Southwest sound. This is like.
But at the same time, for someone like you've had influence because you've travelled, so you've taken the art where your home is. Like,
but that's how
you know what I'm saying.
That's why like people know my sound because it's tailored. I've been in the studio for days on end with some of Grime's best artists. Look at my back catalogue. Yeah. There's probably 3 or 4 you can't put in there because I haven't worked with them. But apart from that, it's like a huge list of the industry's finest. You know, and this is people I'm in the studio with as well, not just like internet clubs. This is like, you know, and you got to remember I've worked with Nando's. Like when Nando's opened their flagship studio underneath a store in Soho.
They've opened studios up.
Bro, they're doing some mad red.
Because my man's son's a skateboarder, isn't it?
I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. I had a complete industry link with him. It wasn't like that at all. But went up there and had things like Killer P and that. We've done sessions and like been in the studios and learnt a lot and feel like from who I've been around, I've picked up my sound, don't I? You know, and I've crafted that and made that into what it is now, which is not a grime producer, which everybody thinks that I am straight up. I'm a grime producer. It's like, it's urban music, isn't it? I mean, that's what I make. I'm an urban music producer, you know, make everything. Look at Matt's album. It's from like 65 BPM to 160. That varies.
Good on there,
throughout the whole track, throughout the whole thing. There's not one track that's the same BPM. It's all a hybrid mix of everything. And there's one track on there, the title track on there, has got 3 different BPMs in it.
Yeah,
in the track. And the track
Hey, I'm
itself,
looking forward to this project.
the track itself has got 2 tunes in it.
Yeah.
With a split in the middle, with the same hook, different verse for the second tune but a different beat.
Sick.
And a breakdown in the middle. We went on some crazy, because I'm studying a master's degree in sound engineering as well as having a baby and running a studio full time. I'm also studying a master's degree in uni.
Yes,
so
G.
I'm like,
I like it, man. I like grinders, bro.
yeah, that's what I mean.
You know
I'm on job, mate. This is what I mean.
Yeah,
This is why
on
people
job.
meet me. They're like, oh shit, like this is really how it's done, isn't it? You know, like we're doing stuff. You know, like we're actually doing stuff. That's why that's why I'm pushing my studio more and more, because the artists that I work with are doing stuff. You know, like Kanan, big up KG. Yeah, he's just moved to Australia, but he recorded his EP with me, mixed it, mastered it, sent it to BBC Introducing, and they played it on the local shows, and then Cameo played it as I don't know if it is Cameo's choice pick or something. It's like where they play it on daytime radio X amount of days, X amount of times per day, you know, for a week.
Yeah.
Like the exposure and the guap and everything else that comes just off the back of that, you know. And it's not because, I mean, he's very talented and he's hard working, he's genuine, he's authentic, but like I'll put that energy into his tape, innit? You know, we did it. And it's done. And
I think it makes a big difference.
Raul Duke done the artwork for it.
Yeah, shouts to Raul Duke, man. Killing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's doing that sneeze now. Everyone's trying to do it. Like, it's crazy how many people have have done the same style for an album. Like, and I'm not fucking fronting on no one. I think all of them are dope. Yeah, but I'm just, it's going that way with all sorts of music. Like, with not just music, with certain things. Like, everything is trending now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that, how that can trend and then become like. You know what I mean?
Can I show you the thing? The cover. Because we've done
the Incognito Grinders.
No, the Sleepless in Pinhoe.
Oh yeah,
the album cover. Kesa made the sofa as well. It's all made out of cans. Yeah, it's young.
Not with the writing.
Yeah, Young and Visa did that hand style. Big up DBK.
Is that Can in the background? Little Declan's little brother.
No, that is Declan. Right in the back. Oh no, that's Wyatt Earp, George.
Wyatt, yeah, see.
Me, Kesa.
Whereabouts was that?
That's at the back of my studio, on the car park of my studio.
So where is your studio then? Is it
in Pinhoe, in northeastern Exeter.
Is it in like
it's an industrial estate.
Okay.
A big warehouse unit with a prefab indoor studio inside the. So it's got.
Did you build it or?
No, it's been a studio there for like 10 years. I just rent the space off the landlord.
Like permanently?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh wow, I'll see what you fucking
Yeah. But yeah, we got, just quick plug in it, Titanium Audio. At Titanium Audio online, if you want to book rehearsal space or recording space. And we've got mixing and mastering, and we can do artist development and tuition and everything else that comes with that. Yeah, if you want to make a hit, come and see Uncle Skinnigan. And we'll get busy. Split Profits Records, Skinzmann, Datkid and Skinzmann, Sleepless in Pinhoe. 15 tracks. We got features on there from Wish and Axel Holy on one tune, and we've got some Exeter boys on there. My friends Wyatt Earp, Joe Byrne, Mash, and Harry, and that's it. That's it. I think that's it. I'm gonna be pissed if I remember. I don't think I have. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm only put some vocals on myself in it. Yeah. I put some hooks on, and I think the verses, but
maybe do some cuts.
Yeah. Please, that's a fucking exclusive.
It's on tape now.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't, but it is now.
That is,
yeah. Please, mate, I'd be so grateful, man. That'd be a blessing.
You taught me how to fucking beat juggle in like 10 minutes.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Just like.
Don't teach me, mate. I'll get carried away. But start coming for DJs.
I tried teaching Oscar the other day as well.
Yeah. Go on, bro.
Is it too bad?
Yeah. Did you get like the one?
It took a while. I kind of got the gist a little bit, but it wasn't super smooth. Like,
nah. But to get it super smooth.
Yeah.
No fun.
I rate that. I can't do that. I wish I could, man.
You'd be able to, man.
Good teacher like I can mix.
Yeah,
I can mix. I'm a teacher, so I can mix.
But I can teach you, man, easy.
I can't do that. That'd be dope. I'd love to. What I would love to do is do a proper.
Decks,
Can you screw and chop?
What do you mean?
Like old school screw and chop, like DJ Screw, like playing the records half speed and then.
I can do anything with the records, yeah.
Oh, sick, man! You should do us a chopped and screwed version of the album, innit?
Of the album, oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah. That's
Where
good.
like each tune's played at like half tempo or whatever, so it's
yeah.
like dead slow and just like
Just
chopping.
majesty.
What's that? I never heard of this shit. Who did that? DJ
Oh, it's
Screw.
massive, yeah.
B-
Done with like 3-6 Mafia and like old school. It's a southern thing again, like where they just basically the DJs.
Man, how
used to do-
innovative the South has been.
Yeah.
Like, say,
Yeah, it's
Outkast
crazy.
and fucking like there's so many like real innovative sounds.
Even
So
like today,
come
like
out of it,
like
it's fucking
look
crazy.
at like some of the
Chicago
artists
is
coming
doing
from
it.
the South is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I've always
it's
looked to that for some inspiration. I think it's partly because my mum was when she was very young lived in America, innit? And she used to tell me and teach me, and when I was young I went there as well, so I like had a little bit of insight
Whereabouts
into
you
it.
go?
She was from Atlanta in
Oh,
Georgia.
okay.
She went to kindergarten and primary school over there
Yeah.
because her parents did some sort of international soccer thing, like involved with football and that in the States in the early days of the MLS and that. And she was living over there, but she always, like, when I was growing up, always used to show me about soul and like funk and like old school southern music, you know,
Yeah.
like southern hospitality and like
Yeah.
old school.
Blues and that.
Yeah, like it's just good rhythms and good melodies with solid bass lines. Like that's literally the core of it, isn't it? And that's essentially what I do today, but with snazzy trap drums and like dubstep drums and stuff, you know, which is where it's saying more about my sound, isn't it? Like a lot of people, like no disrespect to them, but a lot of people like draw for a Mac, draw for a website, put their card in, buy sounds, and they're a producer.
Yeah.
But it don't really work like that. That's not even a beat maker, cuz, is it? It's like,
I've always
you
seen
know,
it
it's
as
not
like
fair. I think it's a little bit not fair. See, and then I'll see heads like, holler for me for beats, yo, got beats for sale.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean you got beats for sale? What, you're going to do me 30 for 50p? Or what? Like, because, or who
So
might,
pre-made
I'll holler at
samples.
pre-loops or whatever they're called, or
Yeah,
loop
the
masters.
same loop, like,
Yeah, make the beat better myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, more time, every single beat that I make these days, I touch notes. Like, I've got an organ, I've got a church organ in my studio, 3-tiered.
Yeah.
It's got bass notes on the decks. It's got
I can't wait to come down,
and it's-
bro. I
man,
can't wait
tell
to
him,
come
mate,
down.
innit? Tell him. It's a madness, innit, in the studio.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Fam, it's crazy, honestly. But we've got this church organ, I bought it from the pub, innit? Like,
Yeah, man, that's sick.
yeah, it's amazing. We audio in. It's not MIDI, because it was made in the 70s.
Yeah,
It's
got-
old school,
That's
isn't
a
it?
nice
So,
dusty sound though, isn't it?
oh, mate!
Yeah.
Woo! You don't understand, like, it's like angelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because we're making crud with it, it's just like funeral it's like funeral service, mate. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I made a tune for J-Man, innit? On there, he come down.
Babylon. Oh,
Yeah.
I suppose it won't. It's not Babylon.
Well, he's done a Babylon Dead thing for me, but it's like, oh, Bill will be upset, and it's not like that. So it's not probably never gonna come out. Like it's not that, innit? And Bill's a very good friend of mine, so I'm not gonna. It's not like that. It's
Yeah,
just
no, I hear you.
yeah, that tune's it was supposed to go on Matt's thing, but it didn't. And yeah, then another thing. But me and Jay got really busy. Me and Jay have been busy for years. Actually, that's another one as well. Me, Killer, Ira. No, not Killer. Yeah, Killer, Ira. In Sicker. That's a thing because I was always been good friends with Killer P in it. So the Killer P connection as well from studio settings in Bristol because. God bless Chris, I lived in the unit. I don't know if you've been to Chris's unit.
What, the one? Yeah, up in Hengrove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived there for a little bit in the top room. I think it's still got like the tags and that, the Skinzmann tags and that up there. I don't know, you've been...
I've been up there once,
Yeah,
I went there to record a verse,
Yeah.
like, just got too high and, like,
Yeah.
regret, you know what I mean? You don't record your fucking good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it bad because you're high, like, I just can't get high for it.
Those
So,
were good times though, you know,
yeah.
that's like, it was a really good part, and I learnt a lot from Chris, and I learnt a lot from Sicker and everything really, because it did teach me a lot of stuff about the industry and about how to work with people and how
He's
to
done
do
it.
things.
He's done it really well, man. He's another person I want to get on here as well because I think there's
Yeah,
like,
he deserves a spot, mate.
Yeah.
He's a really influential, I would say, and like inspiring person really in the southwest for what he does, because the NAS and the lineups and stages and everything else, he's always like put people on, you know. He's always helped people out.
Well, even with like how he brought together, I swear, like he's part of the reason that high focus from what I understand, from what I've heard and stuff.
that's very
Like he's
true.
kind of you know what I mean. He brought certain people together,
he-
like the RLD boys with the London boys or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And that, like-
I know that's very true.
Yeah, so like
He's a pivotal
it's a
part
pretty
of UK.
pivotal
Yeah.
part, and that's when
Yeah.
shit changed. And that's just before like Split Profits. We started kind of getting into the scene,
Yeah.
and like you know, what I mean, it was like just before.
Yeah,
But
I
he's
was doing
he's
it
always
last
been
time,
fucking yeah.
I did like 2009, maybe 8 as well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's like already
With
2
Bastard
years.
Sons,
But that's
Free
2 years
Chris.
before we dropped Ain't the Muse. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
that's
saying?
why-
That's 2
that's
years
why we did
before
Aeon,
Split
like,
Profits.
we did
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did like the
Mad.
first or second Aeon. I can't remember. That was the first one we did through Chris, and then he got us like
Really?
yeah,
Mazza.
like must have been 2008.
Bastard Sons, you're probably that. Oh no, you didn't do Aeon, did you?
No.
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 Have you got a little Rizzler? Sorry to fucking
Yeah.
break
Big
the.
Rizzlers, sir.
I can't smoke another Zoot man because I'll just be like.
I couldn't. I'll just.
Oh yeah, you go for it.
Sorry.
Bro.
Sorry.
Nah,
Has anyone got a bit of road track bench?
Yeah.
Or a filter. Has anyone got filters?
No
As soon as
filters,
we're
sorry.
doing this, like.
Doing the thing.
And
Great.
I've got- I had some filters.
Sorry.
bro.
Okay, so you want to fill up, mate? The alien mushroom dog? mushroom. Yeah, man. You sure?
Yeah, there's weed if you want to.
Yeah, it's
mate,
singing,
skin
mate.
up, man. Honestly, it's fucking there. Like I'm
Yeah.
not just saying it. It's cool. You go for it. Roll up. Hold up.
Yeah, no, it's all a movement at the moment, isn't it? You know, everyone's doing a lot of good stuff, a lot of positive stuff.
Yeah,
Just need a chunk of cash.
Yeah.
Talking about a
Yeah.
chunk of cash.
Yeah.
Did in Bristol today on Gloucester
No,
Road.
that's what it was. It was
Yeah,
the other day, yeah,
They
the other day.
fucking
He just blew up the cash.
blew up the
box.
cash machine.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's one of them ones, yeah, where it's like it's a separate stand, isn't it? Like a phone box, but it's a cash machine.
Yeah. I've got
Yeah.
posters on all over. Yeah.
I don't think he got nothing out of it. He just
Probably not. He
blew
blew
his
the
face-
fuck up.
Did you
He blew it to bits,
I think he
mate.
just he must have just blew his face off and then he dusted off on the bike, innit?
Did he?
Nah.
Apparently, yeah, he just dusted off on a little scooter.
No way.
Mate, it must have been a fucking.
What,
Maybe he
donut?
was trying to send a. I know.
I
I was about to say maybe he was trying to send a letter bomb.
Through the phone.
Yeah.
Nah, he was trying to get the money out.
Christ.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I've done it.
Yeah, I think it backfired horribly.
Yeah, but no, you're right, man. It's,
Shut off the whole room.
yeah. Yeah, everything is it is like more unified than it was when I came into the game. Anyway, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's that, and it.
Do you know what's nice? You know, you say about that. Yeah, I since coming to Bristol a lot more recently because of obviously involving you guys and like Matt and everybody else and showing just a bit more involvement and support in the scene.
Mm.
How thankful and grateful I've been. No, how Bristol artists have been to me.
Yeah.
Being Bristol, like supporting it, embracing it, like it's mad. You know, like how people are really, like, I don't know. It's like it's not like it is effort to come and do things and get involved, whatever. But people have been. I've been surprised how people in Bristol have been really supportive. I've been like grateful of the support. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's you really embrace it, don't you, when you come up here? Like everyone's
Well, it is like-
everyone's like on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, it's fucking small. Like the scene here is small, and if people are trying to fucking have egos and shit within such a small scene,
Yeah.
it's just stupid.
That's
It's like,
the
there's no
problem with
there's no like oh like the king of Briss or the king of this or the king like there's no I mean there's people that are all working for one thing. They all love music. You want to make it,
Yeah.
and like whether you're like getting bookings or you're successful or not, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And in Bristol, it's kind of got like that to the stage where everyone's just like down for everyone doing shit. You know what I mean? No one's like
I think there's a lot more space though in it because you can have there's like everybody seems to be on stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why there's a good vibe I think because there's enough going on to be shared or everyone feels like they can at least get a shout in for certain stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I think the only thing that we need to do, as far as like Bristol artists and even Southwest artists, I think we just need to get more organised, man. We need to move at this like a fucking like bring certain key players together
J-Man said that.
and really like form like a fucking like it sounds mad, but like almost form an alliance, like not like against anyone or for any, you know what I mean,
No,
for
just
any
for-
other reason
for
other than
each
to
other.
like support each other in the best ways we can without it being sneaky and like.
I always
Do
look
you know what I'm
at.
saying? Like, I think if all of us, even if we did something like a festival, but it was run by us. Do you know what I mean? It was run by the artists rather than like an outside source. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about with Wish on the podcast before.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to do that, and I think if we did that, like. We need to formulate it this year, man. It's the start of a new decade. Like I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Trying
You
to
are
bring
right.
together the Southwest.
People are definitely getting there, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, 100%. But we've got to
The
be just
reason
like
everyone's, like,
we've got to
more-
go at it like a business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
This is
Like,
what you're saying about being organised and being having not management, but being self-managed properly and being diligent with your spending and whatever. Blah and Colton or Dan Colt Mountain.
Hats off.
Yeah, but they are just a select few from the north.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like it's not like a crew from Leeds or a crew from Bradford. It's like so you know a couple heads from Bristol, from Taunton, from Exeter, from Bristol, from Plymouth. And you got this is like 8 or 10 serious players, and then if that's well organised and well managed, well branded and well boom.
It's all moving.
Then you've got a serious thing to be fucking with.
And I think like maybe the thing that would be the decider of like who's actually fucking with it and who's really down for the cause is that we do something like an event and everyone has to put up. And everyone has to put up a certain amount of money so we can get like we could book someone like fucking Westside Gun and Conway. You know what I mean? Book Griselda. We all put in. But it's the artists who do it. And it's us who get to like do, and we take the support slots, we do the show, we all do everything in-house, we do the poster, we keep the cost down to a minimum, and we smash it, and everyone eats, but instead of eating, we have an agreement that we contract right up, and it goes straight back into like the alliance. And if we did that shit, and we did it like you say, where it's like split, not just Bristol, and it's like, we spread it a little bit more.
Yeah, because then you're doing
that's power, man.
That's
tour, crazy.
You've got the whole Southwest box. Easy, your local shows, and then you can take your Southwest showcase from different heads and different scenes and different vibes on the road, and you've got a serious package.
Well, they always say like, take over your neighbourhood, take over your city, take over your county, take over your country, take over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
It's like you've got to start. Like we've got to come together locally to be able to fucking support each other in these other places, because like as far as like music goes,
sorry to interrupt. You just reminded me of what Kay said on the train on the way up. He said, keep saying the train. The only bad thing with the Southwest is there's a lot of distance between each places. Like that's what stops us, because it's effort. Not effort, I keep saying effort like it's a mad thing, but it's hard work.
It is though, isn't it?
For all these independent people.
Fucking jobs and kids and
responsibilities and whatever else to find one day to get everybody together or to get everyone to meet up. That's quite hard, isn't it? It's difficult. Whereas if you had 8 people that were based in Bristol, it's like, okay, Thursday afternoon every week. But if you got 8 people that are based
doesn't
in
have the same
places,
impact.
No, it doesn't.
If it's 8 people based in different places, but you all have the same goal, like that's the funny thing, like. With like, with like a crew of people, like say with Split Profits, like everyone, you grow up together, you're all like, we're all best mates, we still are, as much as like them, whatever, we're all fucking, we're family, you know what I'm saying? But you get to a point where everyone has their own different way to go, you know what I mean? But if there's like a collective idea that's like started from people who are already in the industry, who already have a fucking like
foot in the door,
and like like to come together then and bring in money.
Mate, I'm all talks for them discussions.
I think this
needs to be done.
This year we really need to sit down with like, I don't know how we do it. Like, how do you reckon we do it? Like a meal? I think it's like it's got to be. It's not got to be a drinking thing. Like it's got to be we got to do it like some fucking hire like a fucking a boardroom or some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like because then everyone if we do that shit
happening in the industry.
No, of course it's happening, but like
are doing that.
That's what we need to do.
They've got fucking big whiteboards and they're putting money into it themselves and getting money out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like it's
even if it's fucking money. Still putting it in and you're still getting it out and it's cleaned or tidied up or whatever you want to call it without doing that. Like it's an industry, it's a business.
And if you want to stay in it, that's the thing. Like you've got to make it a business, because it's all good having a hobby and being like a producer or a rapper or something, but like. The end goal for me, and it's like not even, if it never happens, whatever, I'm going to make things happen, because that's what I want to do with life, and you've got to put your fucking I mean, you could still have a day job forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because some people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want that extra P or whatever, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You've got to be able to make it a business if you want longevity in the game, right? And it's not about like keeping it real, and it's not about the money and shit. Like that shit is like, it's all about keeping it real or whatever to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, fuck everything else. Fuck what's real to other people.
Yeah.
Like,
That's it.
If you want to make money from
Yeah,
it,
of course.
like, even to people who fucking go down the commercial route.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even like. I used to hold like mad ill will to people like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, like fucking doing all. It's like, do you know what, man? If they haven't got a fucking ego, then
that's.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have an ego, but if they don't have like a crazy fucking arrogant ego where they like hold everyone off or whatever, then do your thing, man.
Do you know which is the best selling music globally? Authentic. Real.
Yeah.
If you can relate to it and it's good and it's real, like I mean real, like Adele, she's real. Her story's real. Everyone buys it.
Yeah.
She sells millions.
Yeah.
If you're fake, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
That is the undeniable truth, and that's what I tell to every MC and every artist who comes from the studio. The biggest selling, major selling artists are real people who are humble and genuine, and people relate to that, and people take that in, and that sells records.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be something you're not, people see through it.
Yeah.
And people will be instantly.
Yeah.
Not interested, mate. Crap. That's crap, mate.
Do you think nowadays that's slightly different? Because I swear some people scrape through, man.
Yeah.
I swear, like.
But even
there's
like
definitely people.
6ix9ine. My man's real.
But yeah, do you know
If
what he
that's
did?
do
you know about his story?
Yeah, of course.
How he fucking, what was it that he did? Like, what was his hustle before? Like, he was doing meme videos or some shit, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was doing like fucking. He was like some internet like sensation or whatever before he even did all that.
I love that
gang shit.
It's funny as fuck.
I love that.
It was funny as fuck.
He found his market. He thought, I'm having a piece of this, mate, and he dug
He
so
smashed
deep
it,
that he put himself inside.
Yeah.
You know.
But he did smash it.
It's so funny, like.
Do you not think he's not going to come out and smash it?
Yeah, that's what I do. I said it on my book.
He's going to come out and go double whack mode, mate.
Fair money, trust me.
Triple whack
I
mode.
know.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be crazy.
It will. And it'll be out by the
But it's
summer.
true. That is true. What you're saying about like it's like commercial sellouts and all that. Yeah. Alright, but if you're gonna get the money and you're gonna be real, then go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you're feeding kids, aren't you? You're feeding a family. That is real. I rate it. I'm working on stuff with bands and singers and stuff, and like stuff that's nowhere near any of my zone. It's not even Skinzmann.
Yeah,
It's not even Skinnigan. It's not even Chris. It's just out there. You know, it's like some different stuff, and you know that's radio stuff. That's stuff that's going to make me money. That's going to make my kids money. It's going to make
That's the thing with selling out. It's a weird concept, man, because I think it gets twisted. Like,
is that jealous? Do you reckon it came from jealousy?
No, I don't know. I think probably from popularity.
I think like it comes from like human jealousy to a certain extent.
If you think of it like this, though, it's like if you're just say you're a producer.
Or people selling it.
Say you're a producer
Yeah.
and you make loads of money off of doing like some music that's not your art. Like, it's not what you're about, but you do it to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And then that funds what you want to do. That's less selling out than going to sell hamburgers or something. Like really, but that's deemed as selling out though.
Yeah.
That's the weird.
Don't get me wrong. I need to like correct myself there. I've not said that I've made tunes that are cheesy or necessarily.
No,
like,
I didn't mean that.
No, you're not. I'm just making sure to cover.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
The tunes that I was talking about is still fully like you will know it's me from the get go, but it's not my normal thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm not jumping on the Ed Sheeran vibe. I'm like. It's still me.
But even if, as a producer, for me, like from an outside perspective, of someone who's not a producer or whatever, who's a fan of the scene and music in general, or whatever. If you were to produce a track for Ed Sheeran, I'd be like, book.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I know you're about to get a fucking paycheck, and what have you done? You just did exactly what you said. You've made something. It's gonna make you pee. That's not you. Everyone who knows, like, that's why you're real. About being authentic. Like, if you're real, you can do that. In my opinion, you can fucking go ahead and do it. Like,
it's the same as going to a normal 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah.
Except for you don't have to do that.
No.
I mean, you can still make something in your studio.
Well, and you get paid a lot more.
That's not selling out. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Matt, Datkid's done 3 tunes on this album, which are singing. no swearing, about real life stuff. And I think that's rare.
Wow, that's fucking...
I think it's an achievement itself, isn't it?
That's good. Well, did you ever hear Sinead?
I want to hear it.
No.
You ever heard Sinead?
No.
Do you remember Sinead? Like, that's how I heard Datkid.
The track,
sorry. And bruh, I wish we could pull it up on the fucking... put it up on the screen or something.
I was going to ask you actually about that. So who's bringing out the orcs on one of these podcasts to turn up in it and that?
Yeah, I mean, no one's done it yet.
I should do. I really should do. Has anyone got a mini rig?
I do actually have a fucking...
Oh, I give you an exclusive. I've got to give you one exclusive off the album, man.
Yeah.
If you've got time.
I've got a mini speaker we could do that with.
Alright.
We can, if it's easier, we can send it to me and I can edit it in.
Yeah, but
I can't catch the vibe. I can't look at their faces when it plays. That's what I live for, fam.
At the same time, but I'll...
Oh, scene, okay. You want to put it in there so it's like you
But
hear
you
it.
can edit it in so it's not as rough. Like.
Okay.
So because it might come a bit like rough.
It might be alright through here, but
sick. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, but now Sinead was the first track I heard of Datkid.
Yeah.
Like the first thing I heard.
What, it's a singing tune?
Nah, it's like storytelling.
Yeah, storytelling, but it doesn't have a sing on it, is it?
No, I don't think so.
But Chris Lucas did
what
the
I'm
video.
saying, that he's doing
but it's like a story about this girl.
Okay.
Or whatever, and it's fucking sick.
Okay.
Right, but it's not like it's not. That could have been. That could have had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like.
Yeah, he's got his Drake on.
He could do it. Yeah, he's proper drinking it out. Yeah.
No, not Orchard. No, this is Crudfest. This is real, mate. I'm telling you. This is real. This is gonna be. I'm telling you.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
It's different.
Genuinely looking forward to it.
It's different. I've got some of my best friends on there as well. My friends from like 10 years long. You know, like it was a real project. Just every tune was just like. It took us months as well. You know, it's like. I'm proud. You know, like I'm proud. It's one of them things. It's like. It's just mad. I think it's just mad. I think it's gonna be. I've said a couple of times like genre defined. It's not that. It's definitely not that. But it's definitely gonna have a print on like Southwest moving forward. 2020. A big boy release from the Southwest. You know, on the global scale. I want to say because it's like powerful. All of our music is powerful. Your music is powerful. Your music is powerful. You know, everybody in this room has very, very, very creative input on the world, you know, and everyone's strong together. And me and Matt, like, it's just like a mad energy. Like, we're like exactly the same age, born a couple of days apart. Like all of us, like, and the DBK boys as well. We're all like the same age, all in the same sort of mindset. It's weird.
How old are you then? 28?
29.
29, same age, yeah.
Yeah. And same with. Thingy and Matt and do you know
same year at school.
Yeah, weird.
Whack-mo.
Yeah, whack-mo. That's what I'm saying. It's like weird, but yeah, we just had energy in it, and I just knew it's just mad energy, and everyone was saying, you know, this is a good thing. Actually, no, shout out to Chris Sigger because he said it very, very long time ago, when around like me and Dev times, he was like, you need to get on Datkid, like. Grime, he can spit grime as well. Like he kept saying, "Oh yeah, but Datkid can spit grime as well." You know, like on my case about Datkid. But at that time, you know, no contact and nothing was like that. It's thingy. But actually, at that time, I've got a tune of Leaf Dog and Devilman on my beat from like 2008, 2009. That is like serious Southwest history. Yeah, like
need to re-release that shit.
I think it's lost to the world, mate. It's not like official or nothing. Like they're bigging me up in different names, and that was so old. Like it was like. Yeah, old tune, but that's like classic. You don't think we'd ever be able to get that again. One of them ones. But Chris Sigger said, yeah, you need to get on Datkid, and yeah, and then when it happened, I thought, bloody hell, this is like proper. This is, isn't it? It's like we've made 10 tunes in the first session that are like 5 of them are straight hears that we just got to come back and touch up, and like I think we've re-recorded verses like 2 or 3 times on the whole project. You know, like come back, rewrote bits, come back, done bits, because a lot of it was like 3 or 4 day sessions, no sleep, you know, up all night, you know, like crudding, double force, like triple crud, mate. It's so cruddy. The whole thing was just incredible. Matt's just going
incredible,
Incognito Grinders,
Incognito. Oh shit!
Case is blitzed, mate. Oh my god.
I need to piss real bad again. Can I leave you guys for a second?
Of course.
Should I grab that speaker as well? Should we have an exclusive?
Worldwide exclusive, innit? Yeah, definitely.
Worldwide exclusive.
I need to do an Insta thing as well, don't I? I need to do some sort of
it's still rolling.
Yeah.
What tunes? What do you want to hear?
What, after new thing? Whatever you want to play. Like,
well, I got
every time you spoke about it so far, I've been like, oh, for fuck's sake, I want to hear this. Like,
I know it's getting out of hand at the moment. I'm just like,
when's the drop?
I don't know.
You said it already.
Yeah, I don't know. No, there's not an official date.
Okay.
Like artworks, very enough done.
Yeah.
We're gonna do digital first, very very exclusive vinyl, tape, cassette, CD, and the top tier package comes with a very very limited edition book.
Book.
Yeah, a book which has the story of Sleepless in Pinhoe in it, including lots and lots of graffiti pieces, hot track sides and some legal pieces. In that case, there's loads in there, like top DBK, FRA, Caser.
Buy the whole, that's the whole package.
Yeah. Like but it's like it's got loads of photography in there from the album and like loads of pictures of the studio and equipment that I use and like just like a full package. You can really, if you listen to it and read through it at the same time, you'd be there, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, to get the whole vibe of it.
Yeah. Trying to do a thing as well, trying to do the DBK documentary as well. But it's all like a bit mad at the moment.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know what to say and what not to say. So I probably shouldn't say anything. I've just been glared at, so I think I should just not say anything else about that situation. But but it's all mad, isn't it? I think I'm just so gassed out. I can't believe it.
What software do you use?
Oh shit! Okay, now we're talking the stuff. Reason.
Really? Yeah.
Swedish. Reason 10.
You're on 10. Yeah.
Shout out Snoopy Dubs.
To be fair, man, literally the other day I was trying to put a shout out for a free download of Reason 10.
Yeah, it's not possible. You can't get it cracked. No. Shout out my friend Snoopy because he gave me the thing still. I'm broke in it. I'm poor as fuck.
I was able to. I stopped Reason at Reason 4. I used to use Reason 4.
Yeah. You can get 5.
Yeah.
You can get 5 cracked. I'll give you a copy of cracked 5. Yeah. I've got some sound packs for you as well, mate.
Is it?
Yeah, I made them, mate.
I haven't used it for ages, but yeah.
It's lit. I love a redrum, innit? Because like, that's what I'm about. My programming.
And a 19.
Yeah, they're smashing it now. Though they got because you can have real-time audio in there.
11's like a plug-in, isn't it? Like,
it's
the whole thing. Yeah. So it's like the old school rewire, but it's just one plug-in.
It acts as a VST in Logic.
I
think it's pretty cool. But bun that shit, mate. I'll just run straight Reason, mate. I love it. Because it's all colourful in that as well, so you can get like trippy in that and like still like doo-doo. Love it, mate. Yeah.
That shit fucked me up when I went to college, man. Like they're like, flip it round. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like you can string it up, man. It's nice to
but now with like literally just being in studios, being around people producing, being at live shows and shit like that, and having to figure out stuff when I'm recording here. Or whatever.
You just
like now, I'd be fine with that. Like even on Logic, like teaching myself like fucking plugins and or buses and fucking all these little things that
Logic
speaker. Fuck.
I can just run it, but it's not gonna have the same effect.
But if we
they won't have the same drop now.
Won't have the same effect, will it?
I can time it so that it comes in the same time, so it's matched.
I know, but we won't have the same effect.
Hear it in the same. You got your bag of it.
I know. Where the fuck is it? Because in fact, you know what? Yeah. Carry on. Shall I go check for it? Because I've got a fucking.
Do you want Pava Chocolate? No. Does anybody want any Jaffa cakes?
No, right.
Sure. I'll bought it for the man then. No. Oscar. No.
I'll have some Pain Chocolat.
Oh, my G, I fucking love that shit. Honestly, that's some real shit there, mate. They're from the bakery as well, so it's proper seeds.
Oh, my man.
Come on.
Shit, proper.
Come on.
Yeah. Come with the pastries. The first person to bring food as well.
Yeah, come on.
First person to bring
food.
Think
about the base. Definitely. Caser's looking tired. Yeah. Been working for a long time, man.
Long day.
Yeah, it's just thanks.
So is music your complete income?
Yes. Yeah.
So did that come, like, was that a thing before the studio because of all the collaborations with like grime artists and stuff? Was that like paying off, or was it when you got the studio that it kind of put you in a position where you could do it all from the music?
I don't know. I'd say I've been sort of semi-sufficient for quite a while, really.
Yeah.
Like, here and there, like sort of working a little bit, but just in different like nomadic worlds and little like
I hear you.
You know, like just doing what you do in it. Because like I've been on road on that, you know, like it's not like I was about in it, so it was different in it. But now, I've got a studio. Obviously, I've got the uni as well, so I've got some help from that with funding and stuff. But the studio is completely independent. You know, you see a lot of lottery grants and funding and whatever. But now that is like I pay more for my studio than I do for my yard a month. You know, that's what it's like.
How much is rent in Exeter?
My rent's cheap, innit? But the studio's expensive.
How much is rent though, just out of interest? Like, just not necessarily you, but like roughly, say like
private rent in Exeter for a 1-bed flat is for about 750, 800.
It's the same as here, really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying like.
It's about the same.
I'm paying like 1-2 before bills.
Yeah, here, but you got a house.
Yeah. But
I got a 1-bed flat in the city centre.
Yeah. Oh, in the city centre, right? So I was going to say that £700-800 quite a lot for a 1-bed flat.
That's not what I pay. I live in social housing, fam.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. It's still expensive. That's what I pay for my studio around about. You know, I'm not saying that.
Did you get a council flat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have to put your name on it when you were younger?
I only
like the list. Because that's what I remember mum was saying to me, like, you've got to go put your name on the list, you have to do it now, like, she was used to hammer it into my head, it was one of those things.
Basically, I don't know if I should, can I say that? Can I say about stuff like that on here?
I don't know,
should I go
it's
into
not
these
like
stories? I think
I've
never done this before, I don't talk like that, I'm not like that, you know, I'm a real guy, so it's
no, but you can talk about whatever the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't incriminate you.
Yes, what I'm saying, like, I can talk to you guys, but I can't talk to the world, can I?
Nah.
Maybe not then.
Nah,
not if it's incriminating, like, I did crime, unless you know what I mean?
I don't think we should talk about it. To be honest, I think we'll leave that there. But what I was going to say, you were saying about how I got the council place in it.
Yeah.
But, like, there was some extreme circumstances along the lines, and then I suffered some homelessness, which meant that, well, not homelessness. I was out with my friends and everybody, but legally, So then it was sort of like fast track a bit with some like other health issues and shit, which like sorted it out, and then I did like the temporary accommodation, and I did like the in the bits, you know, in the block, you know, like I did some block in the block as well, which I did for a little bit, and some like what are they called? Don't know what they even call them these days, like the. I don't want to say squat. It wasn't squat, but it basically wasn't a squat. Do you know what I mean?
Like a protected housing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Because people
housing.
upstairs, different people from all over different worlds come in there, and
that's good. That's a good fucking.
It was nice. They put me in a hotel night beforehand, and I was there for like 2 weeks. I was living like breakfast and everything. Bro, I was like, yay! So, and then life changed. That because I went from 100 to fucking 0. Yeah, real quick. Gee, I sat with Rocky Robin outside the front. My man's just like tripping every day. Me and my friend out the window, it's like, there's fucking Peep and Tom over there, we've got to get him, and that was like 3 o'clock in the morning, all tripping balls, looking over the roof, trying to find this guy, no one there, mate, just like, it was schizophrenic, and like the whole block's just full of crazy people. Yeah, so I was in there for a little bit, and then I got this lovely yard in the city centre, and then I was lucky enough to meet my girlfriend, who I've got a baby coming with me. Yeah, more life, all of that.
To be fair, I'm actually really happy about that, because there's not many people within our scene. I mean, there is now, like, Flippers is about to have a baby.
Yeah.
You're having a baby. Jay's on the same day.
I know, you lot are gifted like that, it's mad.
Me and Jay are like differently connected on some level, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like, we spent a lot of time together, do you know what I mean? We spent a lot of time, like, in a pivotal time of our life when things were really changing for both of us.
Yeah, of course.
And like, the whole way through it, he was either living here, and when he wasn't living here, we were still
in contact
or at shows. But yeah, no, it's just it's nice that you're like fucking joining the gang. It's nice to have people that, you know what I'm saying. That means like down the line, we can be at a fucking festival.
I know,
and our kids can be jamming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
she keeps saying that to me all the time. She's gonna be older, you know. Be older, you know. Like, man, this is my family. family. Like, this is my girl. It's like, I can't believe this shit. Like, so I look at her, I say it's rare, and I look at her, I think, bloody hell, mate. Like, this is mad. I just think, right, look at you, I just think, fucking hell, man. Like, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a fucking, honestly, bro, it's
the
like...
scans and the things and the bumps and the kicking and... Yeah, it's
it
mad.
all, like, the thing is, yeah, is like when, like, I don't know, are you having like a, like, is she getting C-section, is it C-sections?
I don't know, mate, I really don't know, I don't know.
I suppose you've still got like 3 months, so like, if you fucking sit like Helen, yeah, she was on some next level trooper steeds, yeah. No, the only thing she had was gas net.
Wow.
It's like, and for fucking 24 hours, man, like, it was crazy, but like the whole thing is like the most, like, insane, like, trip. Yeah. It's like a fucking trip. And then when it happens, yeah, you see this shit happen, and everyone's like, oh, it's fucking like, it's like watching your favourite pub burn down. It's like, nah, it's not, brother. It's not.
How many people said that to me?
Yeah, a couple of people, yeah, have you heard that, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone, it's like, nah, it ain't, bro. You're fucking...
A friend said today, he said he didn't want to ruin his thoughts of his girlfriend. That's your
bullshit.
fucking baby mom.
It's the maddest thing. It's not like it's not fucking gross. It's just like, it's like, wow.
I can't wait.
It's sick, bro. It's all a trip, man.
It's one of them things that's it's just been a blessing ever since we found out. The whole thing has just been like, and now with like the yard's all pristine and everything's all there. It's just like, it's just time. It's just time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad. Yeah.
Do you want the cot? Do you want the cot?
I just bought a cot, but that is so fucking gully of you, bro.
Anything, bro, because otherwise it just disappears, man. It goes into a wasteland or some shit. I mean, we've been trying to pass on shit. To be fair, most of the stuff we got was like a pass on. And like when I was a kid, like, dude, like, all the shit I had was fucking, you know what I mean?
For real, mate.
And there's no point in buying stuff, man. There's no point in buying stuff for babies. Like, they're gonna grow out of it.
Yeah, well, this is what's happened. Everybody like yourself. Basically anybody that I know as a parent has given me stuff.
Yeah.
And my cupboard is just like.
Yeah, that's it. So you're already filled up. Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Right.
But it's coming in May. We got all the stuff. We got all ready. We're all happy.
In May as well.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad though?
What's the date? What's the date?
18th, I think. Please don't.
That was.
No, I don't know. I think it's the 18th.
18th. I think 18th. Yeah, was the fucking day that J-Man's baby was due. Okay. They were 12 days. Oh, was it the other way around? No, Helen was 12 days late, so that would have been the 30th of May. So yeah, so shit, that was the day that Leon was fucking due.
Okay.
The 18th of May.
There's something about May.
I don't know, that's mad.
Her and her dad are born on the same day as well.
Yeah.
And that day is a day before the due date of our child. So 3 generations potentially could be the same
That's
day.
crazy.
Oh, that's some synchronistic shit.
That's mad, man.
I thought so.
Imagine she was born on the same day as fucking mine and Jay's. 12 days late, brother. That's it, 12 days late. Helen was 12 days late, imagine that.
That'd be crazy, mate. That's got to be
the biggest party for them, yeah. Because you know what me and Jay are doing? We're basically, like, we've agreed, we're like, right, yeah, we're gonna do a night.
Yeah.
And all the money we make from that night, we're gonna put into a fund, and when they're like 18 or whatever, we split the fund and they both have a chunk.
That's such a sick idea.
Yeah.
That is such a sick idea. That's such a sick idea.
Well, depending on when when your baby's born, like, let's get in on the, let's go, like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm involved, man. I'm involved in everything, man.
It sounds like it, man.
If it can make good money and it can make good music, I'll be happily involved, mate.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. On all fronts. Fucking love this shit. I have to do it for a living every single day, to wake up and to go to the studio, even though it's like...
Yeah, man, that is a fucking... that is a blessing.
That's what people are like, what? If I had a studio, I'd live in there. No, I live at home, mate.
Yeah.
With my pregnant girlfriend, my fucking girl. Not in a warehouse or in a flipping, on an industrial estate,
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have balance in your life, and you to be successful or not, to be, to have passion and to go forward.
And for it to be a job as well.
Yeah.
Separation, and it to be a job.
Yeah.
Go to the studio to earn money, and then,
Yeah. Well, we're all doing different things as well, and we've got stuff going on, and, like, art and music in itself. You know, you're not just running the studio, and I sell beats as well, so and hooks as well. I do packages on hooks and stuff. So if anybody wants anything, then you can get it cracking. You know, it's all like it's all snowball and it's all progressive. If it's progressive, it's good, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Just don't want to be going backwards or sideways.
Yeah. It's constantly you got to be going up, man.
Yeah.
And it's the thing is, man, is like we were saying before about the manifestation thing. Like you've got to be going up, but at the same time you still got to be manifesting it. Because like as much as like recently with like the job and shit, say for myself, like I've been going up in the sense that I've been earning money, I've been stable for my family, but it's been put a hold on the fucking manifestation of what I really want to be doing. And now it's got to now it's got to the point it's like fuck that.
You've got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to then.
I think everyone does that. I think everyone does. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is like when you get that feeling, like you got to fucking just like run with it, man.
Yeah. For you, I believe it's going to be a very successful path. But you know, it's some people don't achieve what they want to achieve, but at least in themselves, they know that they're giving it them all, isn't it?
Yeah. Because otherwise you grow up bitter, man. That's the worst thing. Is like I thought about it the other day. I was like, man, if I grow up, and I get old, and I suddenly like realise I'm fucking like 45, and like I'm like this whole fucking thing, like I'm not making music, I'm just doing like the dad thing and and I'm like just in a job. Like I'm never like not even fucking like doing shit. Like, I'd think to I'd lose my mind. That's why some people have like them fucking midlife crises. They ain't having that release. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you've got like a setup in your house and you've got a space where you can be like, boom, I'm gonna do my thing. That's all you need. I'm not saying you need to be like like even just putting out music, if I couldn't do that.
It's a release. It is a release. A lot of before even having a studio, we've had a setup in the house or set up in the garage or set up somewhere someone's access to, and obviously them times I wouldn't charge or whatever because I wasn't running the business. And my friends used to come around, and sometimes my friends would just come, and I had one friend specifically who used to come. He's a rapper. He's a few tracks on Incognito Grinders, the first CD, the mixtape. And he used to just come, and it would be therapy. It would just be a release for him. And I'd even see it in him. He'd be all like, when he come, he'd be all like, you know, like all like uptight and all like, you know, like not really like. And then he's got his verses out, and he's put his hook on. And he's like, you know, and then he'd sit back and he's listening to it, and he's got a smile on his face, and he's happy, he's going his way. And for me, that was the best thing I could do, you know, for the world. It was like that was no matter how happy it made him, it was making me double happy. You know, watching that and seeing that and being a part of that. And that, I think, is like the core essence of this music thing, isn't it? You know, like you gotta not think about anything but making yourself happy. I know that makes it sound stupid and like ignorant and selfish, but it's not. It's because that's how you're gonna provide the best product. If you're giving your ultimate of what you are and how you are and how you feel at that time, whatever, that's going to be the best thing.
But also, it will fucking emanate out, and like the people around you, like your friends, will feel happy. Because of happiness spreads happiness. You know what I'm saying? And like if you're happy with yourself, some people might catch a vibe at first and be like,
"Naggy,
you're being like arrogant or you're fucking or whatever. You're what are you doing?" But if you actually just go fully like yourself, after like a week, if they're your mates. Or after a day, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're going to see that you're just being yourself. Like, I think it's a big... You've got to be, man. It's fucking... I don't know. The thing is, as well, it's like, it's easy to see through. Like you said, it's easy as fuck to see through when people aren't being themselves. When they're
I did it myself, bruv. Like,
we've all done it, hasn't it?
I started out, I think predominantly, I would say I was a MC or a rapper. Like, predominantly, like, that's what I'd say I am. Even though it's not what I am. That's why I feel when I'm inside myself. You know? I just like even when I'm making a beat, I'm just like rapping and that. And like, I don't rap. I don't really do projects like that. I don't put record 16s and that. But like, what I was saying is like you're rapping. Being an MC and a producer, I think has helped me be a better producer because when I'm making beats, I'm like. Thinking in my head about bars, making a tune, you know, like always. And
that definitely helps.
It's like a different angle at it. That wasn't where I was going. I had a fucking heater then.
Sorry, my fucking phone went.
It's Is it late? What time is it? What's the time?
No, we're good.
Right.
We're cool, man.
You know what?
9 o'clock, we're at an hour and 20.
Yeah, an hour and 20, okay. Well, can I do a thing on my thing? Because I should do a thing. I shouldn't even done a thing on Instagram with a thing like that. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Be like, I seen that on the story.
Yeah, do it, man. It's another first as well.
What? No one ain't done that.
No one's done it.
They're putting their shit.
I've posted shit, but like no one else has.
We can't really. We can't just whip out our phones and start doing it.
Hey, yo, he's like,
how you doing? Yeah, safe.
Yeah, nah, I'm not even.
Like, you can do that.
Nah, but I'm not doing myself. Like, that's very rare. That's very rare. I'm not.
I had to learn how to do that. Like, people might see me as like real, like, but like putting a camera on yourself ain't fucking easy, man.
Nah, I do that for a little joke or a little banter.
I do now.
I do it every week, but
do you know, you had the ultimate viral thing that should have gone like the thing, you know, the stop start.
Yeah. I still do it occasionally, but I'm so busy, bro.
Yeah.
It's so fucked, because like, that's another thing. When I'm not working, it's like, I've never worked like this before.
Yeah.
And so like, it's all, I've always had time to be able to do, like, even like now, I look at my phone and I'll be like, I could do a post now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have this. I'm going to be posting something that ain't there. It's not. It's not fresh. It's something from fucking.
New content.
Yeah, and if I'm constantly working and all my energy's in work and like my baby.
Yeah.
It's different. That's why you've done it so well, bro. Because
really?
because you've made your job music.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I want to be at. Like I'd love to do that. I'd love to sit in the studio and record other people and get paid for it, and then record myself. And you know what I mean? And it's sick, man. The hats off to you, bro, because I think that's the best way as an artist to make yourself have longevity.
Yeah.
If you want to be making music all the time, a record label or something like that, like then you've got to be on some business shit and doing it all is like ideally.
Well, you just learn every day. That's what I find. I learn new stuff every day, and then whether I take in what certain people say, I always listen as well. So you just become knowledgeable, you know, for a lot of things in the industry and in like techniques and different styles and certain ways of doing stuff. And learning stuff is the most important thing you can do as up and comer or as a industry established pattern selling artist, isn't it? Because you're only going to create more better stuff, isn't it? Just developing and changing.
That's how you led into like the engineering side. It's just from being in the studio, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've always had input on engineering. Like I've engineered some. Like I engineered. Do you know much about Birmingham Grime or not?
I know a bit.
NODB, which is like Mayhem, Deadly.
I know Mayhem and Deadly. Yeah. Deadly's doing loads of shit with Jay and shit.
Yeah. Well, I knew them guys from back then, obviously, but Mayhem and Deadly were inside for a very long time, and when they came out, Mayhem come to the studio in Dark Elements. Mayhem was basically Dark Elements, and
that's mad. Like me and like Bill, shouts to Bill next. Like he showed me that shit.
Yeah. But so he came out of jail and he was like, he's been in jail for like 6 years and he's like 20 or something. He's like no idea about life or road or anything. It was just like completely new to him. But anyway, what I'm saying is, me and Darks recorded, mixed and mastered his Peakham and just his Peakham, the mixtape, because he did the next one like Platinum, but mixing was just like fucking with stuff, like trying different stuff from ages ago. So you already know, don't you? You've already got like a good mind in your head about compressors, about limiters, about maximums, about filters and all that sort of stuff. You just learn it along the way. So then mixing and mastering now and doing that is just like second to none really. It's just thinking, you just think, just change the knobs. And it's all like it is hardware as well on Reason. I don't know if you know about that. It's all like proper old school. I love it. It's fucking old school.
Yeah, I do like that about Reason, man. It's a fucking nice little touch. Like,
it is with
and it teaches.
Well. You can put VSTs in it. I used to do VST mastering chains.
Yeah. It's nice because if you look at my studio setup as well with my desk and
external like compressors and
rack mounted like
Okay.
So you can run stuff through that, and like if we record a band as well, we've got 60 channel mixing desks.
Have you seen pictures of the studio?
Yeah, it's pretty lit still. Yeah, and we've got
it's fucking nuts.
Stories on like Matt's.
We've got obviously it's like a huge.
I mean, I've already seen pictures.
Huge rehearsal room, and then there's a vocal booth in the middle and a control room on the other side of that. But there's glass, quadruple glazed glass going between all 3 rooms, so you can look straight through from the rehearsal room, and so technically you can record 2 parts at once with acoustic treated. So if you wanted to record a whole band like with separate singers and everything, drum kit, you could do it all in there. Yeah, it's a bit of a mazza. Yeah, it's a bit of a mazza. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to do this SP thing. Like it's really.
Yeah, can you imagine like all of us down there in the
easily,
fucking
mate.
band
I've
room?
already visioned it 20 times.
Yeah.
Like I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I already know this. Like
Yeah, we need to like get organised with it though, because we need.
The only thing you need to organise is people there and the date.
Yeah, well, there, that's
it. I'll sort out everything else.
That's the hardest thing to do.
I'll give you the studio, I'll give you the space, the use of it. It's like, it's chill, mate. It's like 24-hour access, so it's just like, oh, sun's come up. Fucking, I better go get some grub. Oh, fucking hell, sun's going down. Who's fucking going to Sainsbury's? Audi's next door.
Oh, mate.
Because can you imagine like fucking like 7 MCs, yeah, going like 2 bar, 4 bar for 4 bars and shit. You might like back and forth like that,
yeah.
like.
We'd have to do some next level seats.
Mate,
Can you hear
that's
the
on the mics.
Is it the
mics? I was just walking.
No way.
Alley cats and that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm right.
Warren. Yeah. Right.
Why did you take your poster down? I love that poster you did. Oh shit, son!
Cracked up with it.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. That is. Smashed it with that, isn't it?
I'm just gutted that we can't do a split profits night there again, man.
Yeah.
Why? Oh,
Because a load of people, my good friends. I seen one of them the other day. We laughed about it. You know what I mean? It's shit. But I would have gone and cleaned it off, but apparently they did the mirrors, and the mirrors, I've already experienced that from when I put my album on with Informed.
yeah.
And some of the boys then fucking smashed up the mirrors, basically, tagged up all the mirrors, and it just costs, they have to replace it, because you can't scratch off the mirror. So it's like big bits of glass, and with the and they were just apparently like I've been trying to get hold of the promoter.
Oh, you were on job that night as well, mate. I was saying to everyone like, "Oh, mate, props to you, bro."
We were in the room together at the beginning, wasn't
Yeah.
He was just told everyone like.
First time you got there, you was like, "Strict rules." I was like, "Whoa, okay." Like, okay.
There was
notes everywhere, not to write.
Yeah, there was no.
Not to write on the tables and shit. No, don't write on the table. Don't write on the walls.
Yeah.
Like I literally ripped up bits of cardboard, put it all over the green room. Like,
where's it, in the bathrooms or in the green room? Everywhere.
I think all on the outside as well. Like, and then there was a photo which I'm in as well. You know what I mean? And I knew it as well at the time. I caught someone doing the tag on the wall. I looked. I was like, thanks guys. Like,
oh, what, in the photo?
We ain't gonna be able to do a night here again. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I said. Yeah, like laughing.
Is that the photo?
Like, thanks guys. Like, I kind of knew it in my fucking head. And then we were all posed in front of the thing.
We had that the other night,
It's like,
in Exeter, mate. Yeah. I can't remember who's.
Like, it's just fucked.
Mine,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like that was a fuck. We had a good finger. Both us and Attic had a good finger in there.
What? So no SP nights at Attic ever again?
Nah, I can do Green Brick nights there.
Oh,
I can do like.
What's the proper headline in Green Brick nights there? I mean, is that the plan? Is that what you're doing? Is that coming as well? Is that what's happening?
What Green Brick nights?
No, Green Brick's performance release.
Nah,
That's completely separate.
Nah, separate thing. Like, yeah, it was like, yeah, that's a whole long story.
Is that you too? Is that both of you?
No, that's me and Bad Habits.
Okay. What, doing Green Brick?
Yeah. This is the Brick Sofa podcast.
Yeah.
So it's like we've
it's
released
under the
it
umbrella,
for
isn't it? Green Brick.
Yeah, which I'm a bit in two minds about.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Because I feel like maybe we should have just done a separate channel.
Okay, right.
I hear that. But at the same time, I think it's nice.
It's fucking sick, mate. When you rang me, I was gas, mate. Made my day, mate. Proper. I think it's a brilliant platform.
Yeah, I think it's good, man. I think it needed to be done. Like, I mean, there's obviously Shotgun the Orcs doing it, and there's loads of like Grime podcasts and like sports podcasts and stuff. But there's not.
You're going in.
I mean, not brain. Brain tax. Syntax and Tim.
Yeah, big up Tim as well, because he's been fucking giving me some ultra love, innit? Yeah, like, because no one else don't want to write about Skinnigan, but he pushed other writers, I noticed, to write about Skinnigan, because he was writing about me, man. So big up to him, man. And he's on the top list for the new tunes forever now. Because he's a G in it, so big love to him, man.
Yeah,
I rate that so much. Big. But you guys, rate it so much. And I think going forward as well, I can see it developing and building into something really great, you know? Like,
I mean, it's starting off, you know what I mean? We're just like, we're trying to get, I think when we go live and we've got like a audience, well, it'd be like that you can tune in. It'd be interesting to see who tunes in. Interesting to see, like, with a hotline, we'll probably just get people calling up making death threats or like.
That'd be cool though. That'd be cool.
You're gonna fucking die.
But what? So anyone can just ring in? Well, it'd be like,
probably them text ones, isn't it? We just type in.
What about if my man...
Maybe like a message one, but it'd be funny to have like a 5-minute hotline slot.
But what happens if my man like owes some dough or something, and he's like, you answer, it's like, yo, it's Joe. What, Joe? Joe, where's my fucking money, bro? Like, on the gig. It's just peak, innit? Yeah. Like, you put people under pressure, man. It's peak. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because you know what that'll create? That'll create the best content.
Fam, it'd be lit. Like, that'd be lit.
Yeah, I mean, if someone calls up...
No, but even some girl, your girls...
Maybe us who's got a vet before, like, we'll pick up the phone, and be like, right, who's this? Like, what's your story? Like, you've got... you know what I mean? Like, what are you calling in for?
2 days, you're still in Bristol, you've been tracked to do this week, you're there, you're finally there, you're at Egypt, smoking a joint, hotline comes on, and there's your girl. Where the fuck are you? I'm trying to get hold of you, I'm on Facebook, I can see it live, I can see you sat there, you're still wearing my fucking job. Do you know what I mean? I think you should do it, mate. It'd be brilliant.
Put people on blast, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Woo!
Not so much, I mean...
It might make it harder for people to come on though. They might actually...
be scared at the prospect of anybody being able to ring them right there and then.
No, we'll figure out a way around that. We'll figure out a way around that. We'll figure out a way that it's like...
You'd have to filter the calls.
Yeah, there's something...
I
get through a two process, like radio 2 or something.
Yeah.
So it's not just
you're
like
third in the queue.
Yeah.
Hello, yeah, I'm through, hello.
I was speaking to John from Newcastle. How you doing, John? Yeah. I fucking hate that. That's Scotland.
That'll be good. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, do you know, I said about doing that thing probably 20 minutes ago, and I still didn't do it. The Instanet. Alright. I have to do like a account map, innit? Put a free account on.
Account map?
Yeah. I'm not filming, kill something, big one. This is so incognito, it's stupid.
Super incognito.
Yeah, it's like the king of incognito. Sorry, I've been told off so many times for talking about stuff. Like when you went downstairs, I got proper hushed about everything, mate. Saying too much about too many things. But yeah. Wow, we're in the building, aren't we? Jeez, my
sofa. Yeah, not even on the sofa today because the sofa's out of commission.
Got a new table. Oh my gosh, we're in the building. Jeez. I got the man. Thank you guys. My jeez.
Skinnigan.
Jeez. Thank you. Right, what I'll do is save it and then I'll put it up when we get on the Falcon and then I'll be happy then.
Man, that shit's 24 hours, man.
Yeah, it's lit, mate. That's been like a portal to Bristol for a long time for me, So I used to live in a town called Clumpton and we could literally walk to the Falcon. So it's like you can walk to Bristol, basically. Yeah, coach 24/7. It runs from Bristol Cabot Circus to Plymouth and back every hour.
So where does it stop off at?
The airport, Bridgewater, Taunton, Clumpton, Exeter, one near Plymouth and then Plymouth. Yeah, it's lit, mate. Yeah,
it's nuts.
I got some videos of Matt some like eternal journeys on the Falcon. You know that night after, I don't know if it was after the SP night. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, he came back.
Bro, we dragged him back. And it was like, like we just got kicked off. It was like a madness, mate, and he wouldn't leave, and then he locked himself in the toilet, and it was a madness above the amount. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's going to be the book. When you get the book, you read the book, you see the stories and stuff we've been up to, mate. It's cruddy.
That's sick that you're doing that, man.
Yeah, it's going to be wicked, and it's full of really dope graph as well. Like really dope graph. I'm pushing to get a GTA style pull-out poster, foldable poster as well, double-sided, with one huge trackside on the other thing, and then he cannot be mentioned did a piece the other day in a Sleepless in Pinhoe, basically. That's big nighttime piece.
Well, you're putting through Split Profits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
we're gonna do it. Definitely, we're gonna do the book, and we're gonna do.
Are you doing the merch through Split Profits as well?
I believe so. Yeah, but I don't know exactly nothing's really been talked about merch-wise. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. I'd imagine it would be some sort of DBK Incognito Grinders collab for the merch. And then being distributed by SP. Yeah. I hope so. I think so. But
that's business anyway.
We're doing some screen printing and stuff as well ourselves, so we can.
Yeah, Incognito Grinders.
Yeah, jeez. I need to get a pic of that as well.
Obviously, Case hand style, pat.
Yeah, big up Caser.
One of the naughty ones.
Oh, Jesus.
One of the only ones with flair as well. Enough people don't flare their shit in Bristol.
Nah, he's the king. He's the drip king. He's the father. He's the. Oh, jeez. Yeah, do you know that's marker on paper.
Yeah.
But it's gone through. Was that the one gone through the paper? And then you've gone round it, traced round it. You know.
No words.
Oh yeah.
No words.
I'm talking on the camera. My team's too fucking real. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Some of the stuff we've got, some of the designs we've got coming is like, crazy, man. It's just, I think he's the best, mate. He's the best of the Southwest. Yeah, any writer that I talk to about him says,
yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, credit
where credit's
due, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no two ways about it.
And Steez is a big part of it, man. Like, I think fucking, you know what I mean?
Played a huge impact on my music.
It's funny, like, how did you guys connect then? And I know you don't want to talk too much about my man, but like, just say
through friends and through friends. Friend of mine, writer and MC. I can't say any names, but like, good friend of mine. Linked up in Bristol Upfest a couple of years ago, I think. The first time we met, and then come down. But we spend a lot of time together in the studio as well, because we do a lot of work together. And like I said, I've got this thing coming with Posca as well, so big up Posca. Should have brought some markers with me really to do a brand placement. But we've got some cool things coming with them as well. So it's music and art, innit? It's just what we do. You know, and like when you get to that point where you're just like, I know who I am, I know what I'm doing. I've just got to do this shit. We've got to keep going. And if I wanna do what I do, I've got to be passionate about it, I've got to fight for it, I've got to get my foot in them places, I've got to go for them things, I've got to go for the meetings, I've got to meet these people, you've got to do everything, and then you
take
can do
every opportunity.
No, not to anybody who's doing a thing. They're doing a thing, innit? I'm not knocking anybody who's doing their own thing. If you're comfortable and you're happy with your life, do that, innit? But like, you've got to be happy, innit? And do your thing. And be, like music and, yourself, is an up and down game, innit? It's like, mad up and down, innit? Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's not so crazy. Sometimes it's lucrative, sometimes it's not lucrative.
Yeah, it's a funny one. I think like there's a way that you can get it though, but it's like, when you have enough projects out and enough of a buzz, you can keep the ball rolling without having to do too much work.
Yeah.
Like you said, you start 60 tracks. You know what I'm saying? With you and Datkid, you got. So I mean, so you could be releasing little fucking singles or 5-track EPs or.
Well, Incognito Grinders 2 is done, bar probably a couple verses and a hook from you here and there on some of them as well.
So done, man.
So yeah, we need to wrap that up. We've got a lot more heads on it as well, not just Southwest heads this time. So I've got.
Wait, hit me up.
Field. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, you really need to come down ASAP. And, it's just,
well, actually, that's that you were saying. That's the way.
Yeah.
I need to come down.
Yeah, we need to do that ASAP. That'd be really good. Be interesting. And I'm trying to rekindle like the hip hop back in me, because I grew up really a little bit on hip hop as well, and then Glastonbury was involved with like those guys, and actually that's it. Do you know the writer Sikoh? Sikoh, John Baker.
Sik.
Yeah, he writes legal pieces.
Sikoh.
From Glastonbury.
I think so.
He did like all like Sullivan's album artwork, and he done like the Cereal Bowl, and he's a really, really good artist.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Me, him, and Roy Ferguson used to be in a grime crew called Grime Merchants in Glastonbury.
Were you produced it or spitting?
Yeah. This is before I was even thinking about making beats. Like back in the day, it was all just like, mom, hey, dance, Skinzmann's way far. And then like, just me, mate. I used to love it, bro. But what I was saying is, Glastonbury, and he used to live on a hill in the hill in Glastonbury, and Rising Sun. You know Rising Sun? You never heard of Rising Sun?
Producer?
No, he's a rapper from East London, but he lived in Glastonbury for a long time. He'd done stuff with DVD.
DVD, Death Before the Sun.
That's like this is
okay, so this was him and like Leon and...
Danny, the whole crew, bro. That's what I'm saying, this is my family, bro. This is who I grew up with.
Well, those guys,
Ocean, man. Jake, Welly, like...
Jake's a fucking... He's a G, man.
All
those guys are G's, but like Jake at festivals, bro, Jake is one of the funniest people at the festival. That guy is fucking nuts.
It's all mad. So that's what I'm saying. I was trying to tap into that as well, and like I want to do like me and Bill have been talking for years, because obviously we've been friends, we've known each other for a long time, but never really. Obviously I've been to his and whatever, and like it's not been like a thing where we sat down and said we're gonna do this like Skinzmann ill-informed thing, but. I think when that happens as well, that's going to be a naughty dangerous one. That's going to be like a game changer.
Yeah.
We want to do something different for that, really, in the future, definitely. But what I was saying is trying to rekindle back into more hip hop as well, because I've been venturing in grime for a very long time, and so I got sick of it a little bit, So that's when Matt came into the link as well. And actually Traumatic as well, God yeah, I should say I've got an album coming from Traumatic as well. I don't know why, but I need to plug that as well. We've got 6 singles where I've produced and done the hooks for Traumatic's album, so it's like...
When you say you've done the hook, sorry to interrupt, but when you say you've done the hook, it's like you like spit in the hook?
Or like rapping or talking, or like just like, I just like, for the last couple of years I've just been getting my Timberland on in the studio, like... If I'm playing everything in, if I'm recording in instruments, and if I'm making noises with my grinder in the studio, in the tunes, because I feel like it needs it, why can't I sling the hook on?
Yeah.
Like, I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
It's light work. When I'm making a beat, I'm fucking rapping in my head already. I'm like, Skins, I'm trying to beat.
Yeah.
So why not write it down or keep it in my head? By the time I make the beat, I already know the 4 fucking bar hook or whatever it is. It's so simple. It's so effective. Like the last thing that I released, Fortune's EP, I done with Unanimous and Obadiah, because Obadiah's a good friend of mine. He lives in Exeter. He's a close friend of mine, involved from a lot. He's very involved in Incognito Grinders. Unanimous staying with him for a few weeks in between jobs and stuff, and they're in the studio for a bit, so he's bashed out this thing. But I literally just made the beats, put the hooks down, and give it to him. So they felt right, and then over a course of a few days, they just rip verses for the in between, like the hooks on the beats, and it kind of works. It works, and all the feedback that I've had, and even the official like write-ups on Incognito Grinders, all mentioned the fact that my hooks stood out, even though it wasn't meant to be like that. They were just hooks on the album, like with other heads. Like if you listen to Incognito Grinders in full, there's like a few tracks on there where it's like there's a few bits of my vocal, but it's not a prominent thing. Like even on Matt's album, like I couldn't put featuring Skinzmann on all the tunes, it would be stupid. It's an album, but I'm on there.
Yeah. Well, it's like with the album I did with Informed, it's not like produced by Informed and every track. It's just like...
It's not?
No, well, we don't, I mean, it's... no, it does on the video and shit like that, but like on the back of the record, it's not like...
Some other tracks are produced by other heads?
No, they're all produced by Informed, but we don't state it, because obviously it's like... Well, I don't know, check it actually.
What, I'm talking about online?
Oh no, online, no, of course, it's like Res 1 and Informed, featuring, but it's not like...
your album together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying, this is what we've been talking about a lot, is do I feature myself on the tracks that I'm spitting on as well as I produce?
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. So it gets a bit mad then, doesn't it?
That's where it acts.
But no,
Matt's saying, yeah, you should, because it's just done the thing with Leaf, and people are saying, asking who people are on the tunes and that. Because Leaf's got verses on there, as well as producing the whole thing. You know?
Yeah.
It's mad.
What, so people are questioning who's produced it? Like they think Datkid's produced some of it? Or?
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Matt co-produced the whole album.
Yeah.
He's played keys on the organ.
Yeah.
He's played melodies on it. He was quite heavily involved in the production on the thing.
That's
so they sat there around the computer together all night, all day, just making music. Like, it's stupid as well, just sat there like, just know, innit? Just fucking, like, I'm just like, nah, E or G or whatever, and it's like, it changes up to E, it's like, okay, like, you just know, innit? You're just thinking, just know. Everyone who's been around there, I've been through the sessions, has been like, you lot are on some fucking front. Like, how are you just knocking them out? Like, oh, I have a joint, and it's like, I'm like, go outside, they have a joint, you come back in, like, Matt's doing fucking press-ups and shit, or whatever.
It's like your flow state, bro. When you're in that fucking space and you've got the time to just go ham, like with someone else who's like, I think it's a big thing as well, when like, with two people, two people can do mad shit.
There's no distraction.
Because like, if it's two of you, and like, you've both got the same idea, you're like, right, this fucking time, we locked down this time to do what we're doing now. It's like, if you're both on the same vibe, man, you like fucking generate power for each other. And you like feed off each other's fucking power. And you're just like powering each other up. And you're just like, you know what I mean? Matt's doing press ups and shit, and just fucking fired up to like, and then within that, the music comes out like, it's effortless. You're just like, blah, 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 because you're in your flow state, and you're just like,
that is why we had to re-record a lot of verses on there though, because it was like, maybe we were loving it too much at some point, so we're just recording that full blast, you know, like, it's like, so crap, the recording. I had to touch it up and nice it, but now, because we spent that so much time on it, and come back with fresh ears a lot of times and checking it and sending bounces and shit, it's like, you know, it really does sound like gritty. I really want to play you one song on that, really, innit? Is it possible or not?
I mean, I could go look for my speaker.
But it's not. Do you reckon it's a long thing a little bit or not?
I've got a feeling I know exactly where it is, but...
Well, do you reckon we should end on that, and then you can like edit it and it'll sound nice as well? Oh no, people will rip it. Yeah, you can't put the audio in there because people will rip it. Fuck them, you have to wait till it's out. Let's get Prophet's record.
Just speak over it. Yeah.
Well, exclusive. Give it that one.
Yeah, mate.
I'm keen for that. No, I'm definitely keen for that.
What's with the two Z's? Just out of interest.
Two N's.
Two N's, sorry.
Because...
Yeah. I'm dyslexic as fuck, excuse me.
I can say it, but my surname's Hoskins, Hoskins.
Okay.
Like, that's what's my Hoskins, so like, everybody used to call me Skins, even for the music. It was like, either Oz or Skins. You know, and then Skins just stuck, and then started doing music, started making beats using other names and whatever, and then I was like, oh, I want to use Skins. Did some research, Skins is already taken. I'll be Skinzmann. Skinzmann's already taken. I was like, oh, I ain't fucking going any further. I'll just put another N on the end. Fucking whack, well, innit? And then boom, stuck. So, yeah, people do always say that and always get like messages, yo, Skins, man. Like, people just take the piss with it. If you don't know yet, just put one or two in it. Don't take the piss and put a whole paragraph of Zs, because like, that's not helping. I get that so much. I'll just, yo! You know, fuck 'em. No, but yeah, Skinzmann, it's just my name and that's everyone calls me Skins. Very rarely, somebody my girl calls me Chris, and then sometimes, if like, on that piece the other day when he was asking for more time, and I was like, no, we gotta go to Chris, we must stay.
When it's serious, you get called Chris.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Skins is it. It's what it is, I love it. It's all good fun.
Well, it looks like it's working, man. I'm fucking hyped to come down. Real hyped to come down.
I'm hyped to drop this thing, and I'm hyped to like.
Yeah, man.
There's two coming as well, so like there's like a lot of work that I've been running. I had eyes down the other day. That's the other good thing about a studio, you know, when headliners come to Exeter, just drop them a DM, mate.
Yeah. Well, you've got a place that's like
open all night, available.
And it stands up to any other.
Come in, do dubs, do jingles, drink, do what you got to do, mate. Smoke.
Yeah.
It's a spot, mate. Trust me. That's what I'm saying. It is the spot, south side of Bristol, in the southwest. There's no other facility like mine, mate. Like there isn't. Not for like what we've got, the equipment we've got, what we're doing in there, the energy, the vibe. You know, it's like real urban music. You know, like proper untapped. Do you know? Like, have you had that? I don't know. Should we talk about that? Have you had this message from BBC Three? The casting message?
No, I've heard ones before, but not recently.
Okay.
Don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, I had to sign some disclaimer thing the other day with this guy, task casting agent from the BBC.
No, that's probably just you, bro.
No, they're doing, okay, well they're doing...
I don't know, is that like a thing?
They're doing a documentary on emerging grime and rap artists from outside of London, like, and not Birmingham or Manchester. There's some sort of documentary for BBC Three. But I've seen...
I'm out of the loop, man.
But the page that followed me and messaged me initially before I started getting these official BBC emails had followed like the scene.
Yeah.
So if you've got unread DMs or something,
maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's gone through split profits, but that's.
I had a message.
I can't even say that
studio page, so I don't think it's not like that. It's not just me.
No. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see who it is. You know what I mean? That's dope that you've got it. Like, what is it for? Like, they're casting you for the
It's a documentary. Yeah. They're making a documentary about urban artists from outside of London who are like doing things but not getting...
He's in touch with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
I've given you his number, mate. We need to sort it out because they seem to be doing the right thing. Like,
I think we should also, like, really, like, 100%. Yeah, maybe like we could be the driving force. Maybe you can be the driving force like further down south.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I can get a few people from Bristol.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
super gang shit for life, guys. That's like what we do already.
Right,
so it's expanding.
I think we could just like you said, with having the like wider span. You know what I mean? Because there'll be a few heads in Bristol that want to get involved, which is good because it's like the big city down there. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but we need to have it so it's like a fucking widespread.
Yeah, for real.
Right. But this year, we've got to organise that in the next, like, we've got to organise it within the next month.
I'm down, mate.
It may not happen in the next month, we have to organise it within these next... It's going after this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. Well, I'll
Midlands and up north as well, man.
Even just maybe,
just like, we need to focus. This is. I think that's extremely imperative. We need to focus on the southwest, like Bristol below, really. If you're gonna, you can go to Swindon and Gloucester and all that. That's cool, whatever. But it has to be that leg of England.
Yeah, I think
because that's we
won't got their own thing going.
Yeah, you can't.
I just mean.
No,
unity as a whole.
Yeah, 100%. But we're doing that shit with, like, you know what I mean, with Green Brick and with other things. But as far as like forming something that's like a thing that everyone is still going to be doing their own things. This is something on the side that benefits everyone all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like almost like a fucking
an infrastructure. Isn't it?
Yeah, an infrastructure created by us, which benefits us and still gets everything out to everyone who wants to hear it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? On a way better level than like being unorganised and not working together and kind of like.
If everybody put all of their social numbers together, it would be one hell of a number, mate.
Yeah.
You know, like group collectively.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of numbers and a lot of fans and a lot of people who are really, really interested in our music. You know,
I also think it'd be a kind of fucking legendary thing to do. Can you imagine that in this day and age when everything's like captured on cameras and everything's written about and it's all like there? Imagine if a whole bottom of a country formed like a fucking
super alliance,
like an alliance where we were like, you know what, like see how Wiley's trying to push it. He's like everyone needs to fucking get off the majors and do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is he's right, but like we're already kind of doing that. None of us are really on majors.
Imagine.
Do you know what I mean? So if we did that and like actually just took away from it, took away from the mate. Shit, why is she barking? Took away from the fucking majors.
Yeah, it's forming your own major, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Even if you think about, you know, split profits. Well, I don't want to say any names, but if you just talk about how
everybody got a bag in, isn't it?
Yeah, not even that, but like everyone had their releases scheduled, and everyone knew when everyone was dropping, and everyone coordinated their shares and releases.
People get funny about it.
But you'd have to have it so that it was
based on numbers.
Yeah.
Really, that's the way you've got almost kind of got to do it.
there's so many heads that could be involved, and so many heads that could have a really good contribution towards it. You know, so many heads.
Yeah, I think like maybe like the first thing we have to do is organise some sort of thing that will generate money.
Yeah.
So not like forming a brand that like puts us all in this thing or have to start rapping it and shit. Form something where it's like we do a night that's like no one's. It's not like these are the guys who are doing the night. We all just rap it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's faceless. It's a faceless thing that just fucking generates money for a group of us. That all the money that
tour would be the one. To do a tour with the superheads. And then local support in every town and just do a solid southwest tour of the Kings. Boom.
Super packed out flyer. Just
bang. Every town in the southwest. Pre-book it out. 6 months in advance. Let's do it. Let's fucking talk about it tomorrow.
You're right. We should talk about it because like I think like if we did it as well, we didn't rely on other promoters. We booked the clubs up. And we put the fucking
put the whole tour on.
Yeah, the whole tour.
We do our own merch. We do everything.
Let's talk. After this, let's talk, mate.
You get me excited.
I think that's the fucking move, mate.
No, I think it'd be really good. And you do the whole leg. And we even go to, Cornwall and all this stuff.
Fuck one show, let's do a whole tour.
Come from fucking Cornwall the other day for studio. From Cornwall, I drove from Cornwall to come to the studio. And I don't know if they've got studios in Cornwall, I don't know about the situation, Cornwall situations, but fucking hell, man, all the way to Exeter. Like, they had the full package as well, they were like, it's like mad. It's like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. My uncle from Liverpool as well the other day, so it's mad, isn't it? We can get there.
From Liverpool to the studio?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Can we get that fucking Skinzmann?
That's what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is, man.
It's an experience. You come in there, there's a flipping 5 foot square DBK young house on the wall, fam. Like, it's stripping in all the crew pieces. Like,
that's my family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you come down, you're like, Matt comes to the door, it's like a home. It's like mad, but this is a spot well outside Bristol, well outside the fucking comfort zone of everything. But it is, in its sense, it's just a spot. It's just like, it'd be so sad if I lose that place after anything happens down there. It'd be mad. Of course, I'll be sad to the back of there as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully not, mate. Like, no. That'd be a fucking travesty.
Yeah, no, it won't happen.
That won't happen. Touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood. We just done the video for Sleepless in Pinhoe, the title track, last weekend.
Parallel Media,
yeah, Parallel and JMB Media. Do you remember JMB Media? Yeah, he lives down my way now. He's good friends of mine.
They did it together?
No, he did the stills and a little bit of B-roll, and Jonah directed it and did the thing. But JMB, Alex took the picture, which is the title cover.
Okay.
With the and everything. Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, it's a really nice setup. We stayed up all night, like, right into the morning, filming. It's really good. I think the video is going to be coming soon on SP or something, I believe. And then we've got a couple other videos as well coming soon, which are going to be out on various other platforms. I think we're going to go and pitch them to other, like the Grind Dailies and Lookups and that, because the content's a little bit different to the normal SP vibe, But it's a proper.
Drop it there. Just drop it all for it. If you're dropping it through.
That's what I want to do. I
think personally, bro, if you're fucking doing an album through Split Profits, you shouldn't you should put it all on the channel. It's got the subscribers, dude.
That's true. No.
32,000, 33,000 subscribers.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's numbers.
I do agree.
Plus, you ain't giving that fucking view money to.
True. Somebody else. No, you are right.
I don't know.
No, I agree. It's not even been heavily spoken about. But I know the first one's coming out on SP. I know that. The whole album's coming out on SP, but the first video will be coming out on that channel.
Yeah. The Split Profits wouldn't pay to have a video on a different channel.
No.
That would be like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
It depends. It depends on
what the situation is.
But like Daily's worth it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, I'm not being charged the fees that you usually are being charged. So you're not paying the.
It's like a 250 in it or something.
It's a controversial one, that is, man.
It used to be.
Like, it depends because I just speaking my mind, not from like Split Profits or.
Yeah, it's very difficult because we're talking Split Profits.
Yeah, but not from Split Profits and not from Green Brick, like not from that perspective, just from me as a person, like irrelevant to business. I find that I see it, but at the same time, as like an established artist, to like pay to have your track on a channel that isn't yours, or the labels that's releasing it is detrimental almost to you or to the label.
On the flip side, you've got to look at the artists that put up a track on a Grinders or a link up without permission for the beat, without the sales, without even getting any money from it. It costs them a month's rent, but it makes them. It gets a million views. And it's the opportunity that then gets them into the industry. And
that's like on the flip side.
Thing. I'm not saying that's going to happen with that.
No, it's like, I'm not saying either way as well. Definitely there's like, it's a fucking business move. You know what I'm saying? You like pay, it's a different demographic as well. Like, it's a whole different demographic. So you're placing yourself on a different platform. It's not your usual people that might have got bored because there hasn't been a video released on that channel. It's got a constant flow. I'm not just as like a personally, I'd be like, but that's personally probably held me back in certain situations as well. Where like, I want to do my own thing, and like,
I feel like we wanted to pitch it to the majors or whatever you want to call it, and we wanted to give it to flippers, and we wanted to do all this other stuff, But I am proud and happy and so honoured to do it with Split Profits Records. It made it for me. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's where it deserves to go, you know, like where it's its home, do you know? Like, because we were thinking about not even calling it Datkid and Skinzmann. We were just going to do an alias for the whole thing. We were going to like just throw it out there, do you know, like in a completely different, because elements of it are so different. Do you know what I'm saying? But now, when we've really like tuned it in together and put the tracks next to each other and made it all one whole project, I feel like its home is definitely at SP, and it's going to be like, it's a sort of, it's not the next chapter, but it's a really important part of. It's going to be a really important part of Split Profits' whole journey. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense. And I'm proud of that. And
I think one thing
that's
that
the main
like,
thing I wanted to say.
Maybe people get construed with SP, or like, I don't know. SP's it's a funny thing with us, bro, because we're all such close friends, and we've all had like, it's all been such like a, you know what I mean? You got dropped into this shit like in the deep end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Without really no knowledge of shit, and we're all trying to fucking figure out business and da-da-da. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, what, like, seeing it become a thing that's like a label where we can put stuff out, and like, I don't know, man. I think it's a good thing. I think it's sick that like we're putting out projects with other people, and I think it's sick that you guys have put it out on Split Profits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is like, from what it sounds like, it's like a proper family ties project.
Yeah, it is.
It's got all the fucking like my peoples, the fact, you know what I mean? Just like familiar. You know what I'm saying? DK and like everything about it is like, it is Split Profits.
And that's what got to get custom there, man.
They're doing it like 100%, and they're sending files as soon as
Rogue's production as well, bro. Your production crazy. Like, you fucking...
You got a beat tape coming in there? When's that dropping?
28th
Feb,
so I think they're the pre-orders on Valentine's Day.
14th?
Yeah.
Sick, 19, man.
Like,
Go get that shit, man.
Fall in love with it. That's good.
What, is it a beat tape?
Yeah, it's a beat tape. Yeah, it's alright.
Sick, man. Oh, I love that. What do you make MPCs?
I use MPD.
MPD?
Yeah.
Digital thing?
Yeah, I have to
Okay.
go with that,
Yeah, I rate that.
No, because I've used MPCs before.
Not fun. What is fun?
It's just well with it, but I haven't got that much time.
What is the fucking chances of that? Sorry, mate. I'm really sorry. That's a like typical thing.
Yeah, it's just a quickness thing, man.
Yeah, I rate that. Is that like Renaissance?
No, I just got MPD, man. They're like £80. You can just MPD it.
What, it's just 4-pad MIDI controller?
No, it's got 16. And then you've got A, B, C, D, so it's the same as MPC.
Okay, and then you just use the computer screen.
I use my Ableton, chop all the samples on there, bounce it to the MPC and then to the MPD, and then I use that as if it was an MPC.
Okay. Sick, mate. I love that. Why don't you take samples from one?
Nah, not always, nah.
What
I
do you in?
Nah, YouTube as well. Yeah, I play a lot of stuff in as well.
What about the quality?
Yeah, I just want it like that anyway.
Okay,
I affect it a lot. If it comes from YouTube, I affect it a lot.
Okay, see, I hear you. I'll make it more quality.
Yeah,
Or less quality.
Nah, more of YouTube.
More quality, yeah. I love got a bit of crop myself, mate. If the mix ain't sliding by the end, it's not dribbling.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say I'll be working with different BPMs, isn't it? Like making them go up and down and like channeling through time and that.
In the same song. Yeah.
Quite cool, man. It's fun to work with.
I reckon that's the fucking look, bro. I've always been saying that, like, I was saying it with Jay, 017, like, let's make a track where it's like cheese and bread and split profits, and then halfway through the track, it switches to grime, but halfway through the first thing, cheese and bread man are spitting, it's like hip hop and grime, and then hip hop, cheese and bread, split profits, cheese and bread, split profits, then it flips to grime and it goes the other way. And
well, you don't know what to come, mate.
Yeah, that's it, man. Bro, that's something I wanted to do for a long time, is make a fucking track where it's like, it goes through all the genres. So it goes from like grime, or like garage to grime to fucking trap, or to dubstep to trap, to hip hop or starts at hip hop. Do you know what I'm saying? It goes like original shit, like the and then it cuts into the next thing where it's like mid-90s on some grimy shit. Then, bruv, you heard it here, yeah. No one do this shit.
No.
Can you do that?
I've said far too much already. Yeah. Do you reckon? I know I'm in trouble in this department. Yeah, so I know that I'm gonna be flipping. Oh shit.
For real though.
No, that's a good idea. We'll do it.
Just as like one of those
multi-genre song.
Just a single. You know what I mean? Drop it with like some fucking cheap video. We don't have to do nothing special, but just like go.
It happens a lot in the rave scene. You find like BPMs change and stuff, but like not very much.
But to do like time errors through a track, so you've got like a fucking 4-minute track.
There. Smasher's done that though.
Who's done it?
Smasher. You know that tune? Back in the day. It's called Back in the Day, but it's like back in the day before. And take my advice. You know, it's got like back in the day before. Hype, you know, he goes, his whole lyric scheme is based upon samples from old tunes, and it gets newer, but like his lyrics change in between. Smasher, he's like really old school grime MC and producer, he's like makes garage now, but like, it's an old tune.
Maybe it'd be interesting to do it through
he's not probably like bro
hip hop then maybe.
Yes.
Maybe we flipped it and did it on like a hip hop thing.
That would be dope.
Saying?
Yeah. I think your idea of having grime and hip hop together as well, if that worked well and it was like
I think it could work real easy, man. I reckon it could work seamlessly. Like
Gabler and production, they're all on that already.
But they do the hybrid thing, but it's not like actually putting the two genres on the same thing. Can you imagine like you've got a beat, you know when a beat flips up and it like, but it's still the same beat, you know what I mean? They flip the same sample, whatever, but it just switches into grime.
Do you know what? That's quite easy to do. I reckon I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do that with the stems that Bill's given me already. Have a hip hop tune that Bill's given me, and then it changes. I've got the stems, changes, and then drum pattern starts to change, and then it comes into grime tune, but the same sample.
Or not even like the same sample flip. You know what I'm saying? So maybe
change. So it'd be in triplets rather than on a fucking offbeat.
I reckon that'd be mad, man.
It's a good shout.
Even a project like a 5-track project or some shit, a 7-track, like little fucking. Just interesting. Think, a little LP, and think of like the connections you have with grime.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And like all the connections through hip hop, whether it's UK or like abroad or whatever, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be heat.
To be fair, bro, I'd like to link you up with my boy from Montpellier.
Okay.
In
France?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's fucking incredible, man. Like real
musician.
A rapper.
Okay.
But like he's like blown up now. He's like on like the fucking
in France.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like big in France right now. Like, he's fucking
on
living
job.
that. Yeah, he's killing it. But like I've got like the fucking me and Tongue. Shouts to Two Tongues as well for like hooking me up with these dudes because he hooked me up, and now when I go there, it's like
love. Man,
got the hood pass in the Arab neighbourhood and that like rock through like it's cool. But he's a fucking beast, man, and like his steez, like you and him could make some crazy shit together.
I would love to,
and I'd love to like connect you together and try and get like you working with some of those dudes out there as well, man.
I'd be honoured. I'd love to.
Because it's fucking. That's another thing I want to do with the whole Southwest sound is try and take that sound and like say we do the you know what I mean, like the conglomerate or whatever. Like a load of us together.
Yeah.
Try and get like, we'll be like, look what we're doing here. Like, check this out. Like, do you want to be a part of this? Like, let's work together. Let's work with artists from fucking the Netherlands or France or Germany or wherever the fuck ever, like America, around the world, anywhere.
Do you know what? I'd seen a bigger picture the other day, and it made me think, because in that someone come up to me and they said that, like, you don't flop come to town, and there was a little thing. It was a bad turnout. It was a bit of a shit event, but this guy came up to me and said, never felt like I've been able to do music because there's no other people that do it, you know, people don't really feel inspired, yeah? Do you know how many council estates and how many big housing places are across the leg of the Southwest? Do you know how many people there are? Yeah, how many undercover bedroom splitters there are? How many untouched, talented, amazing individuals that are just sat there at the moment, that all they need is their local hero, their local guy to be there shelling, and they'll be like, I'm fucking next, you know?
Scared the good with the truth, Bobs.
No, it is, bruv. That's why I live my life on the realist, bruv. I'm telling you, Trey. I don't care. It's like, it's real. It is, honestly.
Yeah, no,
and this is what I have to live for, because that's, in a sense, building our income and building our generation, our legacy and our history, all in one thing, innit? By our creation.
Yeah.
It stems off, like, limitlessly and seamlessly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the impact that it has. And I think, like you said, about highlighting the leading players, or not even on a scale of bigger than, better than, but like the top guns, putting them all together, the impact that will have on the whole way down in the Southwest, it will be like, whoa, people are like, really get behind it, you know, in local towns and villages and everywhere, not just Bristol, or not just Taunton or Bristol or Exeter. It'll be everybody behind each other.
Well, if we put that label on it, if we put
it's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be super fucking powerful.
And it would bring out so many of these undercover heads that just don't have the drive and the they're just scared or they're worried or whatever. They don't want to, they won't fit in or whatever, because you will fit in. You're just being yourself, innit? That's what a lot of people don't think.
Yeah.
Where even if you're rapping like a pirate, if you're fucking, I'll meet you around the corner, babe.
Yeah.
Love it, mate.
Yeah.
Keep doing that, innit?
But that's why also I'd say, like, it's not like we were saying, like the top guns or whatever. It doesn't even have to be the top people who are even look like the top people, or have the numbers of the top people. It depends what they're putting in.
A lot of work ethic. That's what I drive for. Yeah. If you're there and you're grafting, and you're grinding, always on top, don't take days off. That's what's going to work.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Well, who's prepared to put a bag in it? Really?
Well, who's prepared to put a bag, but also who's prepared to fucking like you say, turn up on time, bring something to the table, rather than just waiting to be told, like, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what you've got to do. Where like they'll bring something to the, like, when people bring shit to the table, then everyone's fucking eating, because there's fucking food for thought for fucking everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's
so many positive things that can
so it doesn't need to necessarily be the main people that have fucking got numbers and shit. It can be the people that are just like, who are on the come up, or who are like grinding. And they're red. Like,
there's so many people in the Southwest that don't get the exposure that they deserve. Like, there's so many heads that really do a lot of stuff, and just like they almost get tired of it, because there's only so much you can do. You know, like, and you get tired and you go inside yourself because you feel like you're restricted. You know, you're not getting the views and you're not getting the exposure. You're not getting the spotlight that you deserve. Yeah. Because these are people putting in a lot of hard work.
But it's
tunes and.
Do you reckon, like, because I see it like it's changed a lot, man. Like, since 2000, like, because obviously you've been there with like the grime before, and then with the hip hop, like seeing that with the grime at the same time and everything. Do you know what I mean? You've kind of seen like the whole process of it from like behind the eyes of like the sicker, and dark elements, like, viewpoint. Do you know what I mean? You've had like a good view of how it's gone, but like nowadays it's not as popping as it was in 2011, 2012, 2013. So like, for people to get the same response as, like, say we did when shit started popping, there wasn't even videos back then. There was fuck all UK hip hop videos on YouTube. There was none. There was none, bruv. There was fucking none. Like none, no high, not really high quality. There's a few Black Twang videos and shit, and there was a few like Task Force videos. There was a few, but they weren't like high quality. They were all what is it? LimeWire was the one.
Yeah, true.
LimeWire schooled me on fucking because I had no way of getting music. I had no fucking money. I had no like that. And then when I only got a computer when I was like 12, and I got LimeWire because someone was like.
Free music all day.
Was it?
Yeah,
obviously.
In the
type
club,
in Bristol,
Chingy, all of that. Yeah, mate.
I did not have sexual relations with that.
What the wonky MP3s and that? Yeah.
You know when it's wonky when it downloads in like a second as well, and it was like beep. You're like, fuck's sake, Bill Clinton again.
Yeah, LimeWire.
Alright. So that's the LimeWire. I never used it for the people.
If you can still get that, emulate it. Yeah. Dance me, I'll put a tune on there.
Soulseek was the one. Did you ever use that?
No.
Soulseek.
Oh, actually, yeah.
You could actually chat.
There's a forum, innit?
Yeah, you could actually chat to the person.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Message thing, yeah, but you
do you remember Hubba Hotel?
Like their computer, so
Hubba Hotel. The hotel one where there's like little. It was a chat room and you had like a person. You go into the hotel and shit.
Talk to people in the hotel.
Yeah, it was peak.
Wow. Internet's a mad thing.
Yeah, it's mad how that shit's changed as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah. But it's good though, because music will come around, isn't it? Yeah. It will always cycle, so like digital will be good, I reckon, for a long time, but like
it will be now,
physicals and merch and everything else will all come around in cycles, innit? Like art and music. And
well, I think digital will be permanent. Like digital is permanent until like the next form of listening, like music through the air or some fucking shit.
Yeah, you get songs in your head and that.
Yeah,
like digital still. It's like download straight to your hard drive in your brain and that.
Yeah, like vinyl, I reckon's timeless as well because it's like such like a
digital one. It's going to be all streaming, isn't it?
Oh, I think it almost certainly has already, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, it has fully, but it's still digital, right?
Yeah,
I think my Spotify, my monthly royalties is well over 70% just Spotify, not.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of older back catalogue that still sells is like dubstep stuff from a long time ago, which is on Beatport and Juno, you know, like DJ specific sites.
Yeah.
So like there's an income from that, but it's specifically Spotify by a huge amount and like big percentage. Definitely,
yeah, it's
I
mad,
think that's the one.
But it is the one, 100%.
Even like Apple Music and that is so like.
Well, that's why I say like.
You got your die-hard fans that are buying like. Making tunes go like H and they're buying it on iTunes. You know, that's where like there's a chart involved. There's no like chart in Spotify really, is there?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you get like selected for playlists. And that's like a fucking
playlists are big, so big up Spotify because they've been helping man out. Still.
Yeah, wow.
So I got music in different
Shouts to Spotify, hook me up with a playlist or two, son.
We're mad lucky on a bassline tune as well. Like I make a couple bits of bassline and like I still always make dubstep, but like we've got playlists for a bassline tune and it's just like constant streams. They just keep bumping it up to the top and sharing it. And it's like it's nice
sick,
one.
Man. It's nice how like it's a shame that it's not as like so like the number of people that actually listen to your shit equates to an actual amount of money that they would probably pay to you if you were stood in front of them when they listen. Can you imagine it? You know what I'm saying? Like imagine like all those people that listen to it on a daily basis, like 25,000 people a month, If all those people listened a month in front of me, like me spitting the bars, like how much money would they give me for a CD or for just the freestyle or you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and like the increment of money you get off Spotify,
it's minute.
It's good. Trust me, like I'm like thankful for what it is, but at the same time, it's like. We've kind of, like as artists, we're losing out really. Like someone thought of an idea that was Spotify and that's kind of service, and they were smart enough to think of that idea. Props to them. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way the world works.
They do kill it. To be fair, they do
kill it.
They're on job.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's the other ones though, and it was the DistroKid and them companies.
But that's distribution companies.
But they made it so much easier.
I've been self-distributing since 2008.
Yeah, they just made it easier for everyone though.
Like never ever am I putting my money into TuneCore. No disrespect to any of them guys, but like I'm not. You know,
I work with Believe Digital, man.
Yeah.
And like shouts to those guys. Like Craig is a good dude. That's the guy I've spoken to. I mean, I don't know to speak about that shit on here. Fuck knows. But he's always been real nice. And real like good with business, and he's happy to help out. You know what I mean? And
that's what I would advise anybody is doing in-house. Don't like go into release with another third-party distributor. Get your own distributor.
Yeah.
Get a catalogue of music together. Go to a distributor and say, I've got a label. It's my own releases.
Yeah.
I'm putting them out.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The more people in the fucking kitchen, the worse the meal is.
Yeah.
Psalm 81.
Yeah. The more chefs are in the kitchen, the less the kitchen have got rats.
The worse the meal is.
You both spoiled it.
And I just made some shit up.
Too many chefs spoiled a broth.
Yeah, I know that's what it is, but I was trying to flip it.
That is true though. That is very true.
It is true though, yeah.
It is, man.
The sentiment that was there.
Yeah. You know what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I'm thinking I want to spin one of these tunes, and so I'll just play it. Is it gonna?
Let me go get a speaker, man.
I think it'll be.
Just so we get the fucking vibe for it. I know what the speaker is. I'm pretty sure.
I just flicked on my phone here. It's like me zooming in on you wearing a t-shirt. I'm just looking at it. Small. But yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? I reckon even if we can just end on that or whatever, or play a couple or a tune or a couple, just one tune in it.
Remember, people can rip it though. Unless
obviously
we speak over it.
Yeah, we'll talk over it, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, but you're not be able to pick it up, are you?
Well, you will. These are pretty sensitive.
You'd have to put it over it after.
It'll come through.
If you put it there, it's gonna come through. Trust me.
We'll talk over it though, anyway, innit? We can do like.
It'll come over. It will
commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're now going into the verse section.
Don't play with this.
Chorus section. Now I should be like, titanium audio.
Yeah.
Titanium.
Just do something on it, innit?
Right, alright. I'll go get the speaker.
Do you reckon we'll do that? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
No one else has played the tune, have they?
No.
Nah, so you're just setting new levels, mate.
Yeah, there we go.
They brought the Jaffa cakes.
Bought Jaffa cakes.
Do you want the Jaffa cakes?
Nah, I'm alright, but bought the t-shirts as well.
Yeah, t-shirt for Amanda.
Yeah. Everyone got a t-shirt one, big
Yeah, hand screen printed, they are. Alright, official Southwest Graffiti King. Soldier. Trackside Soldier.
So you're going to drop something from that album then? Datkid's album?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Every time you spoke about it, I just want to hear it more.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking, what one should I do?
I want to hear, like, just for me personally, probably not for this, but I want to hear something different from him, innit? Like.
Okay. Well, I think I should probably play the title track in it, because that's the one that's the video's coming out for most soon.
Yeah.
That's the one that's like a bit of a. It's got two tunes in it. Like the first part and then the second part.
So you were chatting about earlier.
BPM changes.
Yeah.
It's just like it's quite greased.
That's the thing. The BPM changes, man. That's fucking dope because.
Yeah, well, we were playing with it, innit? Because the thing.
Do it though, but they do it with the real time to half time, innit?
Yeah.
But no one actually does a full BPM change, like.
No. Well, the thing was, I thought the process of doing it was going to be much more difficult than it was, and it really wasn't. It was literally a case of edit, automate, and change the parameter. And I was like, well, if I can do it that easily, I can.
Just put the automation.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, if I can do it that easy, like it's as simple as pitching down something, then I can just take the piss with it, surely. And then we just started messing around with it more. But I think. I've not gone in where it would make you feel seasick with these tunes, because that would be stupid. It's just like the main idea behind it was the two tracks that we were using for the one song were different tempos, and I wanted to have a nice seamless transition between the first track into the second track to make it feel like one track. So that's why I started researching how I could automate the BPM. Do you understand what I mean? And then when I learnt how to do it, and I was like, fucking hell, fam, like, it's stupid, like, we could do it, And I jumped on and we were like on the computer looking at it, and I was like, yeah, it's easy. I did play around with it quite a lot and like changed it, but then for the track, I've just done it like it's got like the transition in the middle, and the intro starts slow. The intro starts really slow and gets progressively faster, and then when the tune drops and the first bass note comes, it's at its riding tempo until it changes, and then at the end there's a few transitions with the BPM, but it's not like crazily done. Didn't want to overdo it, you know. It's easy to overdo stuff. That's what we've done a lot, is go back and like take stuff out, take ad-libs out, take things out, take parts of the tune out, like silent. People don't realise that silence in songs
the silence
is key.
is the one, bro.
Yeah.
I learned that from Miles Davis, man. I saw a Miles Davis interview once.
Real talk.
And he was like, what I play best is the silence. And
Yeah.
just like,
in between the notes.
shit,
It's the realest shit, mate.
Yeah.
It is. A lot of people don't realise that. So many mad elements to making music, mate. Like, sometimes I think I'm crazy, like, thinking about music, you know, because your head can spin for days.
I'm the same, bro. Like,
it's stupid. Like, my girl looks at me and she's like, what are you thinking about? I'm just like, I was lost, sorry. I was just like, I was thinking about all sorts
in
of
the middle
shit.
of a beat just before the drop.
Yeah, like sometimes, you know, like I listen to stuff that I'm really heavily working on. I listen to, like, try and listen to when I'm like casually doing stuff, because I hear errors in it more. If I listen to
away
something,
from the setting,
if I listen to it like, and I'm like, got my headphones on, I'm like, oh, I need to like finish this song. It sort of like drills me a bit. But if I do the dishes or like I'm just hoovering on or whatever and just listen to it on the background, I hear the errors in it more. I'm like, I've got to change that, mate. And I've got to take that bit out because it doesn't sound natural in a normal, calm, normal environment.
Yeah.
When I'm listening to it too full on, I'm like, fucking whack-mo! Do you know what I mean? Sorry, fam. Sorry. Just burst your eardrums. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Nah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like the car radio test, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's always the one, man. Car stereo. Or like one of them little cheap alarm clock ones, like anything.
Different stereos, different systems, different services. Oh my G, absolute smash
as well.
Fam, I'm so glad you put that colourway on because it looks steezy, you know.
Yeah.
With the Jesus.
Yeah, with the rough as well.
Yeah, it's just smashing it. Doing the damn fingal. Album mix CD new single.
Fingal.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, too many flights of stairs, mate.
I haven't
too
lavishly good at Bluetooth and all this shit.
Living too lavishly, too many flights of stairs.
Yeah. I rate that. Bluetooth, yeah.
Oh yeah, let me switch it on.
Is it a dongle? What's it called?
It's called like JBL.
Oh gosh, what did I draw for?
It's connected to my phone. You could even send it to me.
I've got it on my it's on my iTunes playlist. It's not online. I just put it on my phone because WeTransfer was being a man.
It should work. Bluetooth's on. It's connecting now. So if you did a little search, new levels.
Yeah, we're
doing. We was talking about doing fucking like whether people rapping it. I reckon like that should be open. If people want to spit on this, I reckon we should make it so people can spit on this.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or produce a beat or something.
Like,
bring
it you don't have to do it. Like,
no, you don't have to. No, not at all. But if you want to,
you should do that as a side series.
Yeah.
You should do that.
I don't know even as it what
because this what you've got here is very good because it's just unadulterated talking. It's just, like I learned a lot from yours. Like I've learned a lot of history from your channel. It's really cool, don't you think?
Yeah. It is interesting, man. Like
a lot of stuff, like watching someone while I'm like...
yeah, but so have I, bro.
I know, that's the thing. Like, double bubble.
I'm like, whoa, like, learning shit.
It's really cool stuff. Yeah. I think it, even when we've been like making music, I'm like, even you said it earlier, it's like people are right about this. People are gonna write about this part of UK history in urban music because we can't be grinding out here for 10, 15 plus years.
I love getting that in there.
Because this is the real ones, you know, these are the ones that are stuck at it. The ones that have been incognito, all that, you know, keep grinding, keep grafting. That's what we've got to do, innit?
Persistence.
I think people will write about it and they'll write good stuff about us. I think it'll be good stuff. I'm excited. JBL, innit? I'm connected, right.
You connected?
Yeah, mate.
We can't blast it too loud because I wake up the baby.
They're pre-masters as well, so they won't be loud. Yeah, we definitely want to respect the...
Shit, so we're about to hear a fucking preview.
Exclusive. That's why I could draw for this one, but I don't know if I should give it the Sleepless in Pinhoe, really.
Yeah, what's going on? This is Galacticop, yeah? You're in tune to Skinzmann, yeah?
I could give you this thing, but I don't want to... I don't want to take the piss with it.
Oh.
Is that too loud? Is that too loud?
Nah.
Is that alright?
So I'll turn it down on here if it is.
Right. Yeah, this is Sleepless in Pinhoe, innit? So this is the fucking title track. Well, it's got two tunes in it.
I used to dream, I don't dream no more. I'm too numb. I'm too numb, boy. Never surprised by what I see no more.
Still gotta talk over it though, like, hey, no one can tell you that shit.
Live a fast life, give me the belly, I won't ask twice. I don't start fights, I do tell lies. And I never buy things for the sell price. I was in a hostel full of nitties one time, trying to fit my crisis up and get busy one time.
Hunger blinds you,
can't see clearly sometimes. I just let my guts pull spirit sometimes.
That's hard. Hey.
Oh my dude, fucking come on family, hey. Night, couple day ones by my side, no money, no ride. See what we can find. Shit. The bass is like just like rattling off in the car, mate. You hear coming like a mile down the road. You got, you know, like real cruddy shit, man.
They told me not to sell drugs, that don't put electric on the key. I said that don't put this lever on my feet. Look where it got me, full steam, headed into grease. I was writing Chief Ledger, engine for release. I ain't looked back since, keep my elbow in some grease.
You know what I mean? Some real crud. I mean, this is like 72 BPM, so like half time on the
car. I was on some dumb shit, the weren't worth the charge. Trying to keep the dream alive with a purple heart. Wouldn't change it, it was worth the scars. Now I'm trying to manifest the thesis. Incognito grinding, I'm sleepless. Back in the 6 locations, secret. Trying to fill a pocket, I'm stack curled up like fetus. I've been up all night.
Next tune starts to mix in, like
once by my
subliminally.
side, no money, no ride. Looking, trying to see what we can find. Shit, what we got inside. I've been up all night.
Starting to fucking go a bit mad, you know, like
no mad. Looking, trying to see what we can find. Shit, what we got inside. Yo, I'm on some low down, never see me coming. If you do, I better see you running, boy. I better see you running. On some low down, never see me coming. If you do, I better see you running.
It's so seamless, you wouldn't even know there's a fucking thing, fam. Trust me, I've corrected it. I've learned how to do it and bossed it, mate. It's like stupid.
It's hard, man.
I like my money raw.
Sit back with.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, I've got mad energy in this
Sorry, I have to like control myself. I'm sorry if I was stupid.
Too good for me, don't worry.
I remember that.
Money raw.
Sit back with uninsured. So grease. When you hear the bass, fam, and the fucking kick and everything's thumping. Like, ugly, mate. The bass is ugly, bro.
Ugly. I like that.
Dirty.
My source of income is blurry. Take it all, even if nothing's worthy.
Wow,
Give nothing back, no fucking mercy. My life's one big cruddy journey. It's got me fucking
cold,
thirsty. That's not his, that's mine, boy. Fuck his Percy. His door should have been more fucking
It's madness.
I like my
It's
money
madness.
raw.
I'm gonna send it to you, innit? I've got to get this.
Send me it through, man.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Do it there in vineyard if you're running jaw. There are 1,000
Sounds hard.
pages to read your sentence. Still I'm a thief, I don't need no dentist. I get money, no fee or percentage. Get dirty, don't clean it and spend it.
Oh shit, it's going into another tune we can't do that, but yeah.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah, it's different steeds, man. Honestly, like it's different steeds. I'm happy and mad happy with the project how it's coming out. Like we've done some cool things with the skits. We've made it like an interesting album to listen to. You know? Oh yeah, I need to hollow you for something about that actually. Yeah, it's really important, man. We need to talk about that. Matt's asked me to say about it as well. I could forget. Yeah, we need to do that thing. But
But I'm intrigued now.
Yeah, definitely now.
It's off camera things, is it?
Don't know if I could say about it before the thing, because it's a bit of a secret how we've got like the heads to do it. I'll give you a bit of a teaser actually with the first tune. We need you to do that though, please.
Alright, we'll talk about it.
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, man.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm gassed. Thank you guys, innit? For fucking.
I'm
humbly blessed, man.
Thank you for coming on, man.
It made my day, and I was happy, and I thought like, yeah, it's good. I'm really happy to come.
Well, it's been fucking good, man. It's been good to hit because I like. There's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit
that I didn't have a fucking clue about. You know what I mean? Like, and it's mad when you started talking about it. Like, in my brain's like, you know what I mean? Going over shit and seeing flyers and stuff, and remembering seeing your name on certain things and tracks and and I was like, oh shit. Like, how have I fucking completely like? You know how it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, I agree.
So it's been fucking sick, man. It's been a good chat.
It's weird though.
It's a real good chat.
I do.
It's sick. And I think we need to act on some of the things we talked about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And like,
let's do it.
Make it happen.
Yeah, do some serious stuff. We've got the sheer talent, we've got ambition, we've got plans. We just got to do it, innit? Dream it.
And there's a whole chunk of England that can be fucking unified, like, you know what I mean?
These drillers are coming from all over the southwest to see me and to make real good music, and it inspires me to think, let's get everyone doing it.
Yeah.
Let's all do it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a fucking pleasure, mate.
My G.
Man, respect.
Socials to everyone out there.
At Skinzmann, Skinzmann with SKINZMANN, and then at Incognito Grinders, which is at Incognito Grinders. Yeah, we've got a very, very exclusive batch of t-shirts coming in the next few weeks, which is coming with a hard press of Incognito Grinders, the CD, which is going to be limited. The only one that we've done, it's on digital at the moment, but like, that Incognito Grinders CD is coming with a limited t-shirt of hand screen printed case of t-shirts. Skinzmann, Incognito Grinders,
sick,
titanium audio, split profits.
Well, you're fucking
DBK.
smashing it, man. Like, I look forward to come down to the studio.
Let's do it, man. That makes me very happy.
Well,
yeah, my G, good to talk to you properly, man.
Definitely.
Both of you, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pleasure.
Likewise. Save your fuck.
My G, oh my god. Thanks for that.
That was a fucking sick one.